Alexis wouldn't even be able to answer or play. I was just...
Hi, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to Ken's Tavern. Hope you're doing well. I was trying to get these folks to like stop talking for like a second so I could go live, but you caught us in the middle of a conversation. It's totally fine. But welcome into Ken's Tavern. I hope you're all doing well. Happy Sunday. And yeah, welcome to episode 25 of the Town of Peekabou campaign. We will do a quick overview of what happened last day. I feel like the music might be like super loud.
Maddie said he was scared by it.
I feel like Groovybot's like really upset.
We finally scared Maddie this time.
Yeah.
I think it was like the starting soon music, but I also think the Discord Groovybot was having like a little bit of a heyday when I just went live there too. But hi everybody, I see a couple new names in here, so welcome in. Thanks for joining us. Kyrie? I may be saying that totally wrong, but I tried.
Kyrie?
Kyrie? Like Kai is like
Cool.
sky.
Like Kingdom Hearts Kyrie?
Ooh, Kyrie. Ooh,
That's what I
okay.
thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
Badass name.
That's awesome. Okay, well, welcome in. It's so good to have you here. I hope you enjoy your time. And if you are interested in getting involved or seeing the random things that happen behind the scenes, you're more than welcome to join our Discord as well, Kyrie. That's where the magic happens. Thanks, Poxy. Cool. Okay. For anybody who's new in the channel, I am Magma, also known as Nicole. I am the DM of this campaign and one of the co-owners of the Ken's Tavern channel. Welcome in. Good to see you. Today, we are joined by a few different characters. We have a couple people who have decided to sleep in and who are not currently here. So we are hoping that they will pop in soon.
Serious?
So ideally they will join us soon, and if not, we will just make their characters do really dumb things today, and that's what you get for sleeping in through D&D. So
Absolutely.
Let's do a quick introduction of who's joining us today. So again, hi, I'm Magma. I'm a DM. Vittore is played by Saint Yaren, in my opinion.
That's not my name.
That's not my name.
That's not my name.
Welcome back,
Hello.
Vittore. Do you like Vittore's new art, by the way? We got some new art done for many of our characters, which is super exciting. So, quick shout out for our art that was done. We have Vittore and Argonis are both done by Ria on Twitter. So please go and throw Ria a follow because the art is fantastic. Oh, Ria also did Ken's picture, which is where my name is for Magma. That's Ken. So those three are done by Ria on Twitter. So make sure to throw them a follow if you can. I just want to make sure I give them a shout out when we are first using their art. And then Cirrus's art is done by, and I have to remember, I think it's Cha-Cha on Twitch. Yeah.
I think so.
I think it's like Cha-Cha 36, I believe, but I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure it's
Or
Cha-Cha
something
36.
that like sounds something like it.
Yeah, but that they did Cirrus's art, and then also art for Claire, who isn't in the campaign today, but I think we might have seen the art last time. So did the art for us for both of those. So yeah, fantastic artists, both of them to work with. They were awesome. So if you are looking for any character art or anything like that, please go throw them a follow either on Twitch or Twitter because both of them are fantastic. And we are hopefully getting some more art done very soon, and I'm excited for that. Okay, anyway, continuing on, Vittoria's fancy art there. You do hear my one burb who is like a flock of burbs. So, that's Kirby. Kirby's my parrot. He just has to be involved in everything, so... Is it Cha-Cha 336? Thanks, Dustin.
It is.
Yeah, I was like...
What's
I feel like
Ria's?
it was a 3 and a 6. Let's find Ria.
Cha-Cha 336 is the... Okay.
The
I'm
Twitch
just-
channel.
And Cha-Cha's
Oh, the
only
Twitch
on
channel.
Twitch. Yeah,
We could definitely make a command for this.
we should. We
Just
definitely
art.
should.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's Ria's. Ria Demoness. Super cool. Okay.
Everyone just ignore all the links I'm putting in
There's a
chat.
lot of links, but go
I'm
follow these
trying.
artists.
The
We're
last
doing really
one.
good.
Just ignore
We're doing
me.
really well. You have a macaw! Okay, sweet Kyrie, please join the Discord so we can post pictures of birds because macaws are pretty cool too. Bird nerds, love it. Okay, anyway, carrying on.
Nerd.
Lena, played by Call Me Ames.
Hello.
Welcome back.
That's
Broody
all.
as ever.
Just
Always
don't even
brooding.
look
The
at me.
ever brooding. That's like the nickname for Lena. Is Lena the ever brooding, and then whatever Lena's last name is.
Lena's too close
Lena
for
the
her last name.
Lena the ever brooding, call me. Comma A's.
Cirrus, played by that censored rat. Hi. Marcus is
I
not
love
here
your
today.
Marcus voice.
Thank you.
Marcus.
Hi, this is Marcus. I'm here today. I did not sleep in till 12:30 p.m. Well, continuing to sleep at 12:43. We also have Argonis, played by Dustin Echoes. Follow Dustin
Hello,
Echoes on Twitch.
I'm here. Not so broody.
Dustin Echoes for Twitch affiliate. 2021.
Yeah.
affiliate.
Argonis doesn't close doors.
Argonis,
Not when they
the
blow
door
away in the
opener.
wind.
Ivan, played by Mikey Lexit. Oh, hi, I'm
Hello.
Also, I'm sleeping still at 12:43 p.m. Actually, it might be. I don't remember what time zone Mikey's in now.
I think he's like an hour behind.
I think
Yeah, he's central.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think Mikey's Central now, not EST anymore. And returning to a session, which we're really excited about, is Talia, played by Poxy Plays. Welcome back, Poxy. We're excited to have you today.
Hello. It's my first time in a campaign ever. Everyone here knows how to play D&D, and I'm still back at basics.
It's so
No,
good.
I don't know how to play. It's
Yeah,
all
we
good.
never claimed we knew how to play.
I roll dice and die.
I roll dice and hope Magma helps me figure out what it means.
It's so good. Yeah, Poxy used to be in our sessions pretty frequently at the beginning, but Poxy's like a smart person, and so is doing a lot of school right now, and so it's really hard to get Poxy in. So we had to pay her like $1 million to be here today.
How much?
You're getting paid?
I'm getting paid? That's news.
Yeah, you'll see it in a check in the mail like any day now. I
How-
definitely sent it for sure.
Awesome.
Where's my check? I want my check too.
Also in the mail, but you know it could take a few years to get there because you're like on the moon.
Yeah, sure.
Every time the year just gets further and further away.
Could you imagine
You
one
are
day if like
on
people
Jupiter.
are living like on the moon and you have to like send mail to them? I guess
Oh,
maybe
I
we
can't-
wouldn't send mail anymore.
It's like a
Maybe we would have,
carrier
like,
pigeon wearing a little
transporter.
spacesuit.
Astronaut pigeons? What?
I love it.
Wait, can we do a whole campaign just about astronaut pigeons, please?
Yes.
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 Yes, I am.
I said I
gotta
wanted to do a
write it.
space campaign, and now I feel like it has to be pigeons in astronaut outfits. I think that would be perfect, actually.
We also still have to do the musical episode.
Oh, just wait, Aaron.
Oh no.
Just wait.
Oh
Astro
shit.
pigeon.
So ominous.
How funny that you ask. It's today! Just kidding.
Oh no, I gotta go.
I wasn't ready for this.
Astro
cannot
pigeons.
sing.
Okay, now I really want that to be a thing.
I wasn't ready for this.
I really want astro pigeons, and one of the pigeons will be named something that rhymes with Ken, and will be like a Ken pigeon, and
Sven.
we'll
Ben.
run. We'll run. I think
No.
we have a Ben.
Ben is from Nightingale.
Sven was gonna be in Marcus's campaign. I can't remember. Maybe Glenn. Glenn the astro pigeon.
Jen.
Jen the astro pigeon.
Her
And
logo.
runs like a little astro bar.
I love it.
Okay, wait. I gotta look at a bird. Hold on. This is really
There's a new
important.
burb in the photos.
Okay, hold on.
Oh no.
I gotta find.
We're not gonna play today. Oh my god, I love it.
Kyrie,
This
what?
is now a bird appreciation stream.
Who is your bird
Yes.
buddy?
Absolutely.
What
What
are
is
their
its
names?
name?
Oh,
What's their
it's
favorite
burp.
food? What's their favorite color?
Does it have any like toys that it really likes? Does it like know how to talk?
This isn't a
Can
one-word
I
have
stream.
so many questions.
Send him. I
Hold on,
love
I
him
have-
so much.
Where's my? Do I have a picture of Kirby I can share as well? I feel like they're all on my phone. I should have a
I
picture
want-
of Kirby. Okay, I can't. I don't really have
I
like,
m- I
just
might-
a photo of Kirby.
I might have a picture of Kirby.
I mean, we
know
have
I
all
one.
we have all of my emotes of Kirby, but
I have Twitch clips saved to my computer when I was making your channel of Kirby. So I can just post an hour clip of Kirby.
I think they're all on my phone. I guess I could post from my phone, but I'm really lazy. So we're just gonna post this one that's actually my like Twitter banner, but it'll give you a good idea. It is a picture of me. I am also a bird, obviously, but that's Kirby.
The most
Love it.
beautiful bird.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe we have 2 bird friends now. I'm really excited about this. So, Kyrie, you can never leave. Sorry. Glenn, yeah.
Anyway, we were playing D&D.
Yeah, anyway, back to D&D now. Okay.
This is a
Welcome.
bird appreciation
Oh, Kaz.
stream.
Rhymes with jazz.
Oh,
It's like, but it's kind of like Cass from like Legend of Zelda, you know? Because actually they look really similar, and I think that's really cool. She's 4 years old. I don't know her favorite color, but her least favorite is orange. She loves Shakira and Billie Eilish. Kirby's favorite is Ariana Grande. And she can say 7 things. That's awesome. I think that answered everything. It did. I'm so excited.
Does Kirby, I have a question, does Kirby sit there singing Ariana songs?
Yes. No, like, he doesn't really sing words, but if Ariana Grande is playing, he will sing to himself. And
Aww.
it's the cutest, most ridiculous, pathetic thing I've ever seen in my life. It's really fun.
I love him so much, I'm gonna cry.
He also sings to Disney movies. Those are his favorites too. Like Moana.
Is he like Rio?
Moana, Rio is one of his faves.
Oh my
Moana,
God.
Rio, and actually the live action Beauty and the Beast he really enjoyed the other day. So those ones
Aww.
are his favorites. And his favorite color is green, like bright green. Yeah.
I literally love
alright,
it so much.
I like Kirby 10 times more.
I need a bird. BRB, I'm gonna go buy a bird.
Okay. We're so distracted by birds, but that is literally loves Anastasia. Oh, I don't think Kirby's watched
Oh
Anastasia.
no.
I should 100% play.
My dog
Anastasia.
really likes watching Cars.
That's cute. I tried Cars the other day for Kirby, but he wasn't impressed. He doesn't really like Cars that much.
Welcome to
Okay.
Ken's Bird Sanctuary.
Here we go.
Yes.
That's a new That's a new channel.
It's a new
Hey
channel,
guys,
just
welcome to
kidding.
Ken's Bird
Just
Sanctuary.
throw everything away. We don't. All right, let's get started. Thanks so much for hanging out with us, everybody. That was fun. I feel like I just haven't seen everybody in so long, so just everything is really exciting right now. If someone wants to play some new tunes in the Discord, that would be great. While I give a rundown of what happened during the last session for those folks who weren't here, or it was so long ago that we don't remember anything. Last session was the very anticipated redeemed windstorm that we had, and in fact it ended up being a tornado. The tornado began ripping through town and one by one picked off our party members as they tried to escape. Oh my gosh, Kyrie, thank you for the
sub.
Thank you for this.
Thank you for that. That is so kind of you. Thank you so much.
Push it.
Spam.
Oh, that's right, the new emote.
Tier 2.
I think
Oh,
there's
sick.
new, and then Randy,
it.
you gotta do the 1,000 bits. I think. So cool.
How much does it cost?
We gotta unlock some new tiers, so like everybody like sub on the one day. Gives me buy.
1,000 bits is $10, Boxy.
Yeah, it's about 10.
How much money?
Okay, so last day there was a tornado. It picked off the party one by one. As you folks were all trying to escape from this tornado, eventually you're all mostly caught up in this alternate realm that was inside of this twister space, along with many unconscious townsfolk and werewolves, and just it was chaotic. The only kind of party member that was able to escape this was Ivan and Hazel, who managed to lock themselves in a bank vault within the bank. Thank you so much for the sub. Spam.
Thank you for the sub.
Or spam.
Sub.
Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub.
Thank you for the sub.
These people are trying to throw me off. It's exactly what they're doing right now.
No camping
Ivan and
today.
Hazel were stuck in the bank vault. So they did not get sucked into the tornado. However, at this time, the day was coming to an end, and as we were aware, we were waiting for Hazel to turn into a werewolf on the full moon, which happened to be that night. So the sunset rolled down, rolled up, rolled down, rolled down. I don't know.
What?
Don't know.
The sun rolled up.
Something happened, and in the bank vault, Hazel transformed into a werewolf. Luckily, Ivan still had 2 of the samples that you had found in the science lab that you had wandered into that were hopefully werewolf cures. We're not really quite sure what they are, but Ivan managed to inject Hazel with this serum, and Hazel was returned to her human form without either of them having too much damage. Ivan then raided the bank vault, found some gems, and was contemplating whether or not he would steal more gold, and is having currently a moral dilemma about that. Meanwhile, over in the tornado, you folks quickly determined that there seemed to be a strange glowing yellow light coming from the center of this alternate dimension. You also noticed that if you focused really hard on moving towards that light, you could move through this suspended space that you were in. Some of you were not very good at focusing, so it took you a little longer to get there, but some of you were very good at that. Oh, thanks for the hydrate. Everybody hydrate. Ivan was concerned just how much Rob is. Exactly, that was exactly it. It was like, you are stealing if you take it, but no one's gonna stop you because everybody is in the middle of a tornado right now. So you can literally take it. You just are limited by your own moral compass. So everybody attempted to get towards the yellow glowing stone in the middle of the tornado. You managed to realize that if you damaged said stone, the alternate dimension that you were in sort of faltered. And it appeared that if you were able to destroy the stone, you would stop the tornado from continuing its rampage around the capital city. You managed to destroy the stone. However, of course, everyone is suspended in the middle of the air, so you all fell out of the air and onto the ground. Most of you were able to survive this, of course, by using various spells, wings, jackets, and other options. But for many of the townsfolk, they were not so lucky, as a lot of them, of course, are not adventuring strong people like you, so there was quite a lot of damage and a lot of loss. While you folks were sort of getting yourself back into your thoughts and gather up your party, a message from the royal family spanned across the sky in a magical sort of drive-in movie style, and the royal family made an announcement. The king said, of course, that he was sorry for all the loss that had happened and that they would find whoever had done this and make them pay for costing so many people their lives and, of course, their homes. But as well, that they had lost their daughter Hazel and that she was dead. Of course, you folks hadn't seen Hazel in a little bit, so we're a little bit confused. But they also went on to say that there was an imposter playing as Hazel. And if anybody were to see her, this person was a fugitive and basically could kill her or arrest her. So you folks were a little bit confused, as of course you've been traveling with Hazel for the past week or so. And so for a moment thought maybe this wasn't Hazel you've been traveling with, but also realized that Hazel had said her parents had been acting very strange. And I think it was Vittori that realized this was probably a load of poop and the king was lying. So that is where we ended last session. So you currently are all, most of the party is standing in the square where you have fallen from the sky. You are probably looking a little worse for wear for some of you, and others are doing okay. You do not have Ivan and Hazel with you at the moment. You are not quite sure where they are, and around you is just chaos. People are, of course, injured. Some people have died. People are crying. The sort of north side of town is just kind of done. Like, there is a swath from where this tornado ripped through from the north side along the coast, taking out sort of the more wealthy area of the town to the north until it met the square. And then everything sort of to the south and to the sort of east is still fairly intact, although of course people are still freaking out. But basically the square and north of the city have been torn apart. Yep. So that's where we're at. So we have Argonis, Lena, Vittore. Technically, Claire would have been with you, but she's not here for this session, so she will hop along. And technically Sirius is also with you, so we'll just make sure that Sirius is still with this group. And then Talia, you were sort of with them in a castle a little bit ago. So I'm going to say you fell out of the tornado alongside these folks. So
Awesome.
you can find them as well. If I'll say you're like across the square, you have fallen out of this tornado. You had no idea kind of what was going on. You had wandered off during their tour of the castle to find ice cream, and that was promised. And you can see the party across the square sort of all gathered together. And begin.
Okay, I guess I'll try to run over. Is there? I guess since there was a tornado, there's probably like rubble and everything everywhere, right?
Yeah, there's quite a bit. So in the square here, there is like this destroyed fountain that's in the middle. That's kind of where, at the moment, Argonis and Lena would be, I believe, as they sort of used Argonis's frozen breath to slide down and be safe at the bottom of the fountain. So they're kind of in the middle. You've also got Vittore sort of near them as well, and Cirrus would be probably just behind them. You don't see Ivan and Hazel anywhere, and it's just sort of these 4 folks.
Okay, then I will go up towards them.
Hello, Talia.
Who was this?
Leila, you know who this is.
I do not remember. Who was this?
We've known them for a while.
Did you hit your head on the way down the slide?
Maybe. I sit down. Just like in the dirt. That's all.
Lena sits in the
sad.
dirt. That is all.
How are you, Talia? Are you okay?
Like I just woke up from a really good nap. I don't know what happened. I woke up and I look totally different, you know, and I'm here.
Well,
Kirby.
you don't look that different because I recognized you.
I still
That
don't know
might
who
just
that
be
is.
because that might just be because I'm an incredibly intelligent mouse, but it also
the
could
fact
be that you
Harry's
don't look.
right there.
That
Harry's just
might
sitting on my
help as
shoulder.
well.
He sits up and he waves.
I wave back. So we might need to go looking for the person we believe is Hazel, but that might not be Hazel. But that might be Hazel.
Is it Hazel?
It might be Hazel.
We hope it's
I
Hazel.
don't know.
But it also might
hope
not
it's
be
Ha-
Hazel.
It also might, but what if it is Hazel? Then why is the king acting so weird? If it isn't Hazel, then rip Hazel.
Also, where is
Anyway,
Hazel?
Where's
That-
Ivan?
that's-
So
Where is
where?
everybody?
That was also my question. Where the fuck are they? Since
Were
Ivan
they-
is a ladies' man, he's probably near Hazel, but
Cirrus, you
anyone
were the
see
last one
them?
to see them.
So quiet all of a
Where
sudden.
were they?
No, I'm serious.
I
Hey,
saw
Siri.
them last over by the bank. Says Cirrus.
that's the best
In a
serious
serious
voice I've heard so
voice.
far.
Your Ivan and Cirrus voice are exactly the same.
I'm sorry. I have just trying to get low. No, my Ivan voice is more like this.
Aggressive and burly.
Sounds
My
exactly
serious
like
voice
Ivan.
is more smooth and more monotone because apparently I can't do inflections when I'm speaking really deep. Anyway, Cirrus lets you know that the last time Cirrus saw Ivan and Hazel were in the bank, so they were trying to get into the vault, but Cirrus was not quite able to do so before he got hit in the face with a halfling that was carrying a bunch of gold, and was carried off into the
Oh yeah,
tornado.
that happens.
Is the banker anywhere nearby? Like, is he alive?
Okay, yeah, Argonis, you take a look around, roll me a perception check, see if you can spot the,
All right, first roll. Let's
the
go.
banker halfling.
Ooh, not good.
You tell by the silence.
Let's see, 7. Do I have a modifier for that? 9.
9?
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll like a pure luck check against you here, just to see if he's even findable at this point.
I probably should have rolled guidance with that, but too late.
Too late.
I know, like,
What do you-
Cirrus had tried to find him as well and wasn't able to, so let's see. basically what I'm going to do is if I roll higher than your perception, you don't find him. If I roll lower, you luck out and you can see him. And then I'm going to roll a totally pure luck check to see if he's still alive. I rolled an 11, so you don't see him.
Okay, fair.
Can I try?
Yeah. Same idea.
I would
Roll
also like to try after Thalia.
Okay. Everybody roll me a perception roll.
Yeah.
No, but I don't want to roll a perception. I want to see if I can smell him.
That would
I
still
got a
probably
20
be
Still be
perception.
perception, I think.
Yeah, that would still be.
I got a
No,
20.
it would be a smell check.
23.
I know, what happened to my
I got
ones, Maddie?
15.
23. Okay, alright.
I have a +3 on my perception, so I wanted to check.
Okay.
I
So
got a
you rolled
24.
at 20?
Okay, with those
Yes.
super good checks,
God.
you do see in the distance around the other side of the square, you can see a small body that's covered in glimmering gold coins lying on the ground. He's too far away to tell if he is alive.
I pointed out to the rest of the group.
Lena
And Harry-
stands up.
Harry runs over there.
Well, Harry runs over across the ground. He's sort of sniffing along, runs up to him.
I'm gonna head over
Harry
there.
gets distracted by the sparkly gold coins, tries to take a bite out of one. It's not good.
No,
puts it
Harry, that's not
aside.
food.
Harry! Again.
Harry starts handing like a coin at a time to Argonis as Argonis walks up.
Oh, okay.
Just like one at a time. Just, like brings one up, hands it to him, kind of pats it. You know, like when
Thank you.
otters like
Thank
pat
you.
on things. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna cry. Stop!
Thinks he's doing a really good job. Like this is what you wanted him to do. Is totally ignoring this halfling on the ground.
I praise Harry and I high-five him.
You're doing a
You're
You're
good
doing
high
job.
great, bud. You're
Well, the
doing a great
scene
job,
surrounded
buddy.
by
He
dead
spins in
bodies.
circles a few times, like in excitement. But totally ignores the halfling. Argonis, you sort of take a look at this poor halfling guy that's on the ground. You can tell that he is still alive, but he is very injured. So he obviously fell just far enough to be pretty hurt, but managed to stay alive. But he is definitely unconscious. So he would
Can
probably
I-
need some healing.
Can I use my last cure wounds to revive him?
Yeah.
Alright, that's gonna be 3rd level, so 3d8. 1 second, where's my... There it is. 2, 7, 12, so 14 hit points.
Nice. You pretty much bring this little halfling up to like full health. He's not a super fight or anything. You cast Cure Wounds over this little halfling covered in his gold pile. He sort of springs back up. Gold sprays everywhere out of his pockets
easy,
and like
easy
out of
there.
his shirt. What? Where's what? The bank.
You're good.
My job.
You're okay.
And
You're
he's
okay,
like,
you're safe.
he looks at all the gold you're holding, the gold that like Harry's still holding in his hand. That is mine, small beast. Please give me back my coins.
Well,
He is not a beast.
welcome back
I
to
would
life,
like
I
to.
guess.
I'd like to run in and help Harry hold on to the coin.
The halfling tries to grab the coin out of Harry's hand, but Harry's like tugging back at him. They're about the same size because Harry's a pretty big otter. So this halfling and this otter, Victoria, you run up, like jump on Harry's head. You're also like just kind of, I don't know how you would help with pulling the coin, but maybe you're trying to intimidate the halfling to release the coin. You can go ahead and roll me intimidation if you'd like.
Yes, please. Intimidation. Where are we? There we go.
I'm just, as they're fighting, I'm gonna look at the halfling and just say, listen, Harry here is the one that found you, so I think he deserves a
Yes,
little reward.
found me for my coins, I'm sure.
I roll a 14 for intimidation, by the way.
Okay.
I roll
So
for Harry.
Vittoria is just drumming on his chest, like banging on his chest, and screaming, "I have rabies!"
Victoria scrambles up onto the top of Harry's head and starts yelling at this halfling banker. He rolls a 5, so it looks very it's just so unexpected, and he's just woken up from being unconscious that he has absolutely no idea what's happening right now. He falls back. Another beast! Who are you people? What do you want with the bank?
I like.
We are the ones that just saved your life.
He's like breathing so
I'd like
heavily.
to just point my crossbow at him and just be like, "Never call me a beast."
I'm sorry, but
I
Just
won't
tweet
shoot
that.
him, but no.
look, kind of like a beast. That's all. Beep beep.
Your mom looks like a beast.
Oh, shit.
Anyway.
Wait a minute.
Talia picks up Vittori by like the back of his hood. Just kind of put her.
Put me
on
down,
her
strange
Gonus's
woman.
shoulder. I'm just like, there.
Now, what do you want with me? I need to return to the bank. There's been a horrible accident, obviously.
Do you remember anything before you were passed out here in your pile of money?
He thinks a bit. Last I remember, you were all barging into my bank. And I was trying to close the vault.
Sounds about right.
Now, if you'll excuse me, where's the bank? He like looks around. Like everything in the square is like pretty much wiped out. The bank itself is still standing, but the other kind of recognizable features of the square are pretty destroyed. Any other the buildings that were kind of built of wood or anything like that are pretty much flattened. The bank is kind of the last building standing. He looks kind of around. Oh, there it is. Strange. Thought there was a barber shop next to it. What happened?
There was some wind.
Just a little bit of wind.
There was the
Yes.
land tomato or whatever we called it.
A land tomato?
Yeah.
I need to get back to the bank. He's just trying to scrabble around, pick up the coins that are still left on the ground. Harry also thinks that this is what we're trying to do, so Harry's also trying to scramble around and pick up all the coins, continues to try to hand them to Argonis.
Yep, thank you.
No!
I also hand some coins to Argonis.
Those are my coins! Ugh.
Talia also starts to hand coins to Argonis. She starts reaching out of the man's hands. Like as he's reaching for them, she'll like grab them first.
You know what? Fine, just fine. He picks up what he can, picks up like the coins that are sort of still in his jacket in his pockets, and he's just like clutching them, like he's hiding them in his jacket, and then he starts taking off towards the bank, running around the different like various piles of rubble.
Can I actually, can I take a look around and see? So that gem that we broke,
Mm-hmm.
did that make it to the material plane with us?
Yeah, you'd probably still be around the center, so roll me an investigation check, and I'll
Oh,
see
boy.
if you can find anything.
My perception wasn't very good. All right, that's better. 12.
Okay. As you're sort of digging around by the fountain, it's starting to melt away from your snowy slide there. You start to see little kind of sparkles in the snow. You take a closer look and you can see that there are fragments of what appear to be now a very dull, almost dark yellow crystal. It doesn't glow or anything like it did when it was in the tornado, but you can sort of see pieces of this thing after it kind of exploded.
Okay, can I pick up a couple and put them in my pouch?
Yeah, for sure. You kind of rummage around. You're able to find like 3 slivers of this stone, and you can keep them. Yeah.
Awesome, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
While Argonis is doing that, I would like to follow the man as he runs around manically across all this rubble to the bank.
Lena like follows this halfling so closely, like it's just brooding over this halfling as
Hey, what are
he's
you
trying to
running
like
for?
navigate around all of these piles of rubble. He's like keeps looking back. Ah! Ah! Why are you following me?
And what are you running for?
I have to get to the bank.
Yeah,
I'm
me
still on
too.
shift.
And the bank is pretty messed up.
Why
But
do
we
you
need to find not necessarily our friend.
Why do you
but-
need to get to the bank? Are you a patron of the bank?
I mean,
No,
I
we're
am
just
looking
trying to
for
eat you.
somebody that might be in the bank. So I guess that would make me a patron of the bank. But I don't want your money. I need to find some people. So
Oh, that's not usually how a bank always works. Usually we take your money first, and then sometimes you get money from us. But like, it would be an approval process to see if like you could get out a loan or something. Would you like? We could talk about it. Are you running a business, or are you looking for a home, or he starts like going over things with you, like
immediately
go
in
straight
banker
into
mode.
like, yeah.
Lena just like makes direct eye contact with this guy and is like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm looking for this guy. He's like, how tall is Ivan? Like,
Tall.
he's tall. I'd like make a motion with my arm and like stand on my tippy toes. I'm like, he's tall, taller than this, way taller
Oh,
than
you're
me.
looking for
He's big.
a matchmaker. A matchmaker.
No.
We can do loans for that too. I know many families that have trouble marrying off children with unique circumstances such as you. It's we definitely offer those services
shit.
for loans for that. Yeah.
Lena feels like dying, so she just like grabs this guy by the shoulder and starts pushing him forward, be like, just take me to the bank. I don't
Of
want a
course.
loan. I just need to look for
We'll
something.
draw up all the papers. Of course.
Just dragging him.
Talia follows. She picks up Harry as they go.
The banker, leads you back towards the bank, up through the stairs and into the entrance. Of course, the door is gone. He kind of stands there, scratching his head a little
The
bit.
one I forgot to close.
Yeah.
That's Argonis. Why didn't you close the door?
That's odd. I could have sworn this door was closed.
Right? Tell me about it.
Well, we'll have to get it fixed. I'm sure everybody will be going through some repairs. It means we will most likely be giving out many, many loans. Oh, this could be very good for the bank. He carries on into the bank, kind of looks around. It's like empty, like nobody's left in here. Everybody was kind of ripped out into the tornado. Where is everybody? Looks down at his pocket watch. It is still shift time. That's it. Heads are gonna roll for this.
They might be dead.
Does this guy not realize what just happened?
Yeah, do you remember what happened before you woke up on your pile of money?
No, I told you the last thing I remember was being in this bank and you all barging in here.
Yeah, so we all barged in here because there was this huge windstorm, tornado,
You
earth,
said there was a
tomato,
little wind.
whatever it's called.
A tornado is a little different from a little wind.
It was a lot of wind. It was big, large.
So,
Did you not see
Many
like all the
wind.
dead people outside the bank? They're
Are
like
you-
laying. How do you think they got there?
he thinks, oh, I didn't really notice them, but that makes sense. What a shame. I guess we will be going through a lot of wills then. We'll definitely need new employees, most likely. Well, I guess I should get to work. What did you need at the bank again? Oh yes, a matchmaking loan. Yeah, okay,
No,
I'm gonna draw up the
not-
papers right
No,
away for
we
you.
No.
don't need a loan.
I don't need a loan, and I'm not looking for a person. I'm looking for a person not to like marry, but someone who was part of our group. We lost him, and we're looking for him, and we think he was in the bank, so trying to find him, but I'm not trying to marry him.
Okay.
Then I just start running around the bank, just yelling for Ivan.
Yeah, go
Seems
ahead.
like a good plan.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like,
We're
forget
getting
about
our
this guy. He's not gonna help us.
Roll to see how loud you yell.
Yes, exactly. Roll to see how loud
what-
you yell.
What should I roll?
Strength.
Strength.
Yeah, lung
Okay.
strength.
I'm sure that's what people call that.
Yeah.
I roll an 8.
Okay.
I'm a little mouse man. What do you expect?
Yeah. Vittori kind of runs around the bank, doesn't really go to the right spots, is kind of going to the corners, yelling for Ivan. You find a mouse hole in one of the counters. You kind of yell into the hole for Ivan. You don't hear anything back. Well,
Dang it.
that small beast man is a little odd, but anyway, let me go get paperwork. I've got a lot to do, and really it looks like there's not a lot left in the lobby here, so I suppose make yourself at home, and I'll be with you shortly with that paperwork for your matchmaking.
No paperwork! I don't need it.
He scurries off behind the counter and heads into one of the back rooms that still actually was closed. Manages his way in there.
Lena is just like sighing and shaking her head, being like, "This is why I don't talk to people." Made Lena also try and shout for Ivan with her lung
Yeah,
strength.
sure. Yeah, you folks all start kind of shouting for Ivan. You're sort of looking around, checking into back rooms.
I got a natural 20 on my yelling.
Excellent.
dropped my dice on
Argonis
the
just kind of like plants his feet on the ground and like and then just yells so loudly for Ivan.
If it counts for anything, I also got a natural 20.
Okay,
Wow. I got like a
I mean,
7 because I
Argonis
dropped it on the
like
floor.
does it first, but then Talia thinks it's like pretty cool. So Talia tries to do this like harmony with Argonis's
Oh, wait.
yell.
It actually worked.
Ivan came in.
Talia high fives.
That's perfect
That
timing.
We
was a
found
nat
him.
20.
Awesome job.
Only took a D40 to kind of
You folks yell so loudly, and then you suddenly hear this kind of growl from inside the big metal. What am I trying to say? Big metal vault that's at the back of the room. You hear kind of a very Ivanish yell coming from the vault.
I'm spitting out coins.
Welcome in, Mikey. I did a wonderful impression of you earlier, just so you're. Just so
Oh,
you
you
know.
did? I'm gonna have
it's
to watch
super
that.
He
great.
sounded strangely similar to Marcus.
Oh.
I should have just kept going and saying like this was me and that I am speaking as Ivan right now. It's not Mikey
Yeah,
at all. It's
you're-
actually
Magma's
just
really good at
Magma's
throwing
really
up
good
voice.
impression. Yeah. Anyway, Ivan,
It's
you
actually
can
Kirby
now.
doing the voice.
Yeah, exactly. It's actually Kirby for sure. Ivan, you can hear from outside the vault door. You start to hear some yelling happening. People are calling for you, and you and Hazel can both hear this yelling now from outside.
So I guess we start banging on the door.
Okay, yeah. You start banging on the door. Everyone outside, you hear this loud banging from inside the vault. You can hear sort of little voices of Hazel and Ivan yelling, "Let us out! We're in here!" Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Can I bang on the door as well?
So you're like bing, 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 and you're like, ding, ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding, ding. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Basically.
Yes.
Kind of goes up. It's just like a little like tap 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 tap.
Not trying to do Morse code here.
Harry runs up and taps with the toy.
Yeah, there's just like multiple like tap 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 tap.
Start getting like a rhythm going.
Wait, can I start scratching at the door?
Please
Yes,
start
you
making a
start
band.
Scratching at the door. Call yourselves.
Do I have to
the
roll
Vault
for
Brothers.
scratching?
No, you don't have to roll for scratching. Oh dear.
Can I try opening the door?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you
sure.
head up to the vault. You take a look. It does look like this vault is locked again. Like once it closes, it locks, and there is like a code thing to open it. So it needs like someone with a code.
I bet I know somebody who has a code. I turn back around and walk up to the guy who's probably still making paperwork to find me a husband.
Do you really want to deal with him?
You walk up.
Nobody probably has the code.
You walk up to the door that's open that he'd gone through in the back. There's like papers everywhere because like even though the door was closed, the wind was still blowing through here. He's kind of scrambling around, like going through the different paperwork. He's like, home loan, no. Regular bank, no. Matchmaking, ha! And he's starting to write down the information. Looking for tall man. And he's
I like
scrabbling away.
knock aggressively like on the doorway to like get his attention to make him stop thinking about tall man.
He jumps up, looks towards you. Ah! Excellent. Welcome, Miss.
No. No. Do not.
Miss No.
No paperwork?
welcome.
No.
Welcome.
No.
Miss No, I am starting up your
No.
paperwork right away. Yes. No.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yeah. No. I've written
Shut
it
up.
down.
I need you to shut up.
Okay, Miss No. Yes.
Yes, thank you. Anyway, I think you would like to know. No.
No.
That there are people stuck in your vault, and I think they would like to get out.
There's people in the vault.
Yeah.
He thinks a little bit. Oh, I remember now. They're trying to steal everything. Quick, to the vault.
I
kind of
don't think
runs
they were
past
trying
you.
to steal.
Papers like strewing everywhere. Runs past you into the main hall, runs up to the vault. Can hear Ivan and Hazel like banging on the door. Sees like Harry and Vittoria all scratching at the door. Back away! Back away! Let me open this thing. Guards! Where are
Can I just
What
stick
guard?
Where
my
are the
tongue
bank
out
guards?
to the man?
What guards?
Yeah. No one's here.
Well, then, I guess you are all hired as the bank security for the day. Please, whoever comes out of this door, we must arrest them immediately. They probably planted that tornado to get into the vault. Now, be
How do we
careful.
know
They could
you
be
didn't plant that
fiends.
tornado?
Why would
Can
I plant the tornado?
Why would we plant the tornado?
I
You
didn't
can't
say you
plant a
planted the
tornado.
tornado. I said the person in the vault planted the tornado.
It's
But it
not
could've
a
been you.
vegetable. You
You
can't
did
plant
say it was a land tomato.
That is true. Tomatoes are a fruit, though.
Is it a vegetable?
It's a fruit.
I think it's a fruit.
Has
I guess
seeds.
you could still plant a fruit.
You can. You can definitely.
We should
do that.
probably open that door.
Yeah. We'll arrest them. Just open up the door.
Okay.
Can I whisper to Harry like, let's grab the banker, and like if Harry would agree,
Harry
we can
nods vigorously.
we can just like jump the banker, and when the door opens, like we can throw him into the vault if we want.
Okay, Harry nods at you vigorously. It does a little like eyebrow wiggle, like very conspiratorially at you. The halfling turns back around to the vault. Okay, everybody, get ready. Whether or not it's tomatoes or fruits or vegetables, whoever's in that vault planted it. He goes to go through the code, flips it around to a few different numbers. You hear the click, and the vault begins to swing open. Ivan
at
and
this
Hazel,
moment,
you
I
are
would
released
like-
from the vault. Vittori, what are you doing?
I would like to, together with Harry, jump the banker now.
Okay, you go to jump the banker. You can roll me a grapple check, so basically like a strength check to see if you grapple with this halfling. Meanwhile, Harry did not understand a word you were saying, and Harry ran into the vault to collect more gold coins and is bringing them
Dang
back
it.
to Argonis one by one.
So I roll an 18 plus 2,
Argonis
so
is
20.
okay with this.
Vittori, you managed to jump up onto the banker. You notice that Harry has completely not understood you at all. Runs
Harry,
into
come here!
the vault. You kind of are like, oh. You kind of whip out a piece of your rope, tie up the banker's hands, and are able to sort of tie them to the handle of this bank vault, and manage to grapple them with your 20. The banker is like, what are you doing? Unhand me, small beast man.
I am not a beastman. If you call me a beastman one more time, I'm eating your eyes.
Does that not make you more of a beast man if you eat eyes?
Fair point.
I'd like to grab my little dagger and just show it to him. Like, do you want me to stick it into your eyes?
No, I would very much like you not to stick it into my eyes. Miss No, is this, what do you want me to call you if not a beast man? I am not sure.
Little
well,
man.
A mouse man?
yes, little mouse man, that would work.
Okay.
Also, Ivan,
Small.
if you would be so kind to grab this little halfling man and throw him into the vault and just close the door again.
I walk out with Hazel in my hand, like in my arms.
You're just, like
Yeah,
Hazel
yeah.
is
Hazel
suddenly
in your
2
hand.
inches
Yeah, you
tall.
Also covered up in because like her clothes were kind of shredded a little
Yeah.
bit.
She's
Why
like,
is she
yeah,
naked?
that serum like turned her
what
into a
happened
2-inch
in the
tall
vault?
individual. Like,
Ivan is
We
only
are
3 feet
married.
tall.
Don't worry.
I don't think that's true.
Hazel laughs. No, it's not true, Ivan. I'm very flattered, but Ivan did save us both, so definitely has a lot to be thanked for. That's for sure. Also, if anybody has extra clothes, that would be very excellent. the banker also sees who is in the vault, and he's like, "Wait, you all know this man that was stealing things from the vault and planted the tomato?
Kinda.
What tomato?
The twisting
The
tomato.
little
thing.
wind.
The fruit.
The vegetable."
Fruit.
I step closer to the little man. What are you?
I'm a banker.
I kick it.
Kick the banker.
You kick the banker. He's already like tied up to the door. So you just kind of kick him. He's like so small and not very strong.
Just
You
put him
knock him
across-
out. Yeah,
I mean, I
you
just
knock
cured
this
him.
banker out. He's just kind of like
Honestly, I
hanging
don't think
from
he
the bank
deserves to
vault.
be cured.
Fair.
His papers all drop out of his pocket for Miss No's matchmaking loan. Ivan, you see on their description like of you for this matchmaking loan.
Lean over, pick up the paper. What's this?
Can Ivan even read?
Yeah,
Ivan can read sort of.
No.
I'm proud of him.
mimosa is what it says. Lena goes over to
Badass
Ivan and just
paper.
smacks it out of his hand. Anyway, we have a problem.
I'm gonna grab the paper and just produce flame, and just paper's gone.
Thank you, Argonis.
You're welcome.
I cast dispel magic. Oh.
Everyone
the
sees all these spell slots on
Oh,
their
no, on the-
Right? I want to know what this paper is.
Ivan like picks up the burnt piece of paper. It just has like still the description of this like character that kind of sounds like him, and then the Miss No at the top, like this mysterious Miss No was looking for love.
I might need it. Do you guys know this Miss No?
No.
I point at the
No.
knocked out banker. This is my snow.
Yeah.
Ugh. Never mind.
Ivan tosses the paper. Hazel looks around at everybody. Well, it looks like everybody is okay, and Talia, welcome back. We thought you lost you in the castle. Hello, Talia.
My mic's on. I was talking, but I had my headset
We lost
muted.
Talia again.
Talia just wanders off.
Yeah, Talia's
Short
distracted.
attention span.
Yep.
Chinese.
Okay. Well, Talia, good to see you.
Good, yep. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm back.
So, now what? How does the city look? She kind of tries to peer around everybody out the door.
It's hard to look at.
It's there, kind of.
I should get out there.
I think that
No,
would be
Yes.
a bad idea,
no,
actually.
No, come on.
No,
Come on,
no,
Hazel.
there's,
We have to go. These are your people.
no, there's
No.
something important that you
Ivan,
should
wait.
know.
What?
What do
So,
you mean?
like, her family came out, like, after the tornado.
Oh,
and
that's
spoke-
great.
No,
No, it's
Ivan.
not.
And they told everybody that Hazel is dead and that there is
What?
somebody
What?
walking around
No.
acting like Hazel and is an imposter and is a fugitive. So she can't go out there, especially completely naked. What were you doing in there?
I saved her.
I
Well,
I
Now the-
transformed. It's the full moon, and Ivan used the serum, and it seemed to work, but my clothes were sort of ruined in the process. But my family said that I was dead.
Yes.
also, I guess the meaning banging on the door has a double meaning.
Not until we're married.
So
Hazel
that's why
kind of
Ivan wanted to
sighs.
get married so quickly.
Yeah.
Well,
Sorry, I had
you
to.
look at her. Amazing.
I
Shut up.
appreciate that you all can make make light of a difficult situation, but
Oh yeah.
what do we think this means? What did
Well,
they say
it
about
either
you're
Well,
being an
obviously
imposter? Do you
they.
think they mean me? Do they? I don't
it either
understand.
means you're not the real Hazel, or it means you're dead, which I think you're not because you're talking, or they are not the real royal family and you're the real Hazel.
I'm definitely the real Hazel. I'm not sure how to prove that to you other than I've been with you for a week now, but I don't understand. I don't know why they would say that.
Well, let's go ask them. Obviously, they
No.
just didn't see you. That's all.
We probably shouldn't all go.
Yes, let's not do that because Hazel might get arrested, and we just saved someone from getting executed.
What
Oh,
if
We
where's
would
that
all
guy?
get arrested.
We also have to get that person out of the city.
Oh, where are they at?
Yeah,
That's a
you
good
folks look
question.
around, yeah, and like you're like, wait a second, yeah, you don't see Gilm or Corinth.
Where the fuck's Gilm?
They were in the tornado with you, but were much more confused than you folks were. They weren't used to dealing with like a lot of magical stuff like this. So they were in the tornado with you. You remember them kind of falling out of the sky, but yeah, you didn't see them when you had come to.
Are they alive?
You think so?
Probably.
They were stronger
Okay.
than like most people, so you don't think they'd be dead, but you're not quite sure where they are. Kind of after that message from the royal family, you haven't seen them since.
Okay. So what are we gonna do, guys?
I think we should send someone in pretending to be Hazel to see what they're doing and then stage a coup from the inside out.
I can pretend to be Hazel.
I don't think that would work.
You're a little
I think
I-
they
I
might
I have a
have-
better chance than you, little man.
I do have
Well-
wild shape.
But if they're not the real royal family, they might not even know what Hazel looks like. So,
think everyone
if
knows
But there's
if
like,
the- if-
did you not see the pictures
Yeah, I was about to say.
on the wall of Hazel?
yeah, okay, you have a point.
Would I be able to do wild shape into Hazel?
What's
Because
the
it
description
says-
of wild shape?
As an action, you can magically assume the shape of a beast you have seen before twice per
Correct.
short rest. You can stay in
Beast.
beast shape for 3 hours before reverting back to your normal shape. Or as a bonus action earlier, if you fall unconscious, drop up to 0 hit points or die.
I think it would
'Cause
have to be a beast, not
Technically,
Yeah.
Hazel is
No,
a
check,
werewolf.
no.
I mean,
Yeah,
werewolves have
you
human
can be a
forms.
werewolf. You can go in there as a werewolf. Yeah.
yeah,
But
sure, why
werewolves
not?
have human
See what
forms,
happens.
don't they?
I mean, yeah, but I don't think it would be
No,
their
it's
human
not-
form
it's-
that would be considered
mean-
a beast. Yeah.
You're talking more of disguised self.
Yeah.
Could go in there as a werewolf.
Yeah, that would be
I-
great. Go ahead. You can get stabbed by,
That would be
by
Wait,
great.
no, I don't
guards.
think Talia's seen Hazel as a wolf, though.
No,
Okay,
you'd be,
never
you
mind.
could be
I tried to
like
help.
generic
Oh, no,
wolf,
be-
but yeah, no. Hazel, yeah, Hazel thinks a bit too. Did you? I mean, were they all there? Were all my siblings there as well?
Yes.
You have siblings? You didn't
Yes,
tell me.
I have 3. I have my 2 older siblings and my brother as well. That's.
one of the.
I just
one
don't
of
know
the
why they would
siblings
go
were-
along with that.
Were one of the siblings missing? I can't remember.
Yeah,
Like, one of the
so
older-
you definitely remember seeing the 2, like the king and the queen, and then there were the 2 older siblings. There was not a sibling that looked to be around sort of Hazel's age, like they're very close in age. And the 2 older siblings were there, but not the younger.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna relay that to Hazel. That her younger brother.
Yeah, they're so close in age. Edmund is like a year older, but they're
Okay.
about like they almost look like twins. They're so close in age. But yeah, Hazel's like, okay, so Edmund wasn't there. Okay, I think that might be good news, because Edmund and we have been sort of working together against our parents for a while now. We knew they were acting strange, so Edmund wasn't there. I mean, that could be good and could be bad. I guess they could have said that both of us were dead, but if they haven't said he's dead yet, hasn't done anything too stupid yet to get caught. So maybe we could try to reach out to Edmund and see if he can tell us anything, or maybe give you guys the evidence you need to trust me, or something like that.
Well, I trust
I
you.
would not recommend going up against my parents. They're quite strong, as much as they might not look like they would be.
I don't remember. We did use a spell like when we went into the city, but I don't know who used the spell, and I don't remember the exact like effect of the spell. But did we use like a spell that turned us invisible, or like
It was
something like that?
pass without a trace. It just gives us
Yes.
a +10 to our stealth.
And that was,
Okay, yeah, so that wouldn't work. I
That
was gonna say, what if we, like, what if, and I don't even remember who used the spell, but it's not important. If we were to use that spell and just all go with Hazel to the royal family, and if they are like true, like weird ass crazy people that try to attack her, we can defend her. But if it just helps us with our stealth, that wouldn't work.
I will say that, like, I do, like, I'm looking at my spell sheet. I do need at least a long rest because I am, like, completely tapped out on spells.
Yeah, we haven't slept in like
Right.
6 days.
And it's like, what, the middle of the night right now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's basically, it's dark now. It's not quite the middle of the night. It's sort of maybe an hour after like sunset, and yeah, you folks are it's definitely nighttime.
But yeah, if we could rest, I could prepare pass without a trace if we need it.
I mean, I don't
Yeah,
think it's
but
necessarily safe for Hazel to like stay here any
Right.
longer than like she should be, because like everyone's gonna be looking for her now because they think she is not her.
Hazel nods.
Like, should we?
Perhaps we should get just outside of town to the outskirts where they might not have seen the message yet.
Yes, and we need to disguise Hazel.
Hazel just needs clothes in general.
She's just wearing like a cloak.
Yes, but also disguise, and now I'm gonna propose my idea again. What if Vittoria pretends to be a mustache?
Poxy, what do you have?
I was gonna say I do have mending. I can mend her clothes, and I do also have a set of fine clothing, like social wear. I could give her. I don't know if I
Well,
can do that.
Yeah, you could
I
do
have that.
either. So you could definitely like her clothes are still like in the vault. They've just been kind of torn up, so you could definitely mend those. But yeah, if you're trying more to disguise her, giving her like a new set might be like a good idea.
Well, the set of clothes is designed specifically to be expensive and to show it, including fancy tailored clothing in whatever fashion. So it might be it might make her stand out too much.
Okay, yeah.
I think I
So mending, maybe.
I have a set of common clothes.
I think I might also have a set of common clothes. Yeah.
You guys all start pulling out various
I
pieces
have-
of clothing in the middle of
I
the
have an
bank. Like
I have an extra set of armor, leather armor. You can just toss on her.
you're laying out all these pieces of clothing, like holding them up to Hazel, like not your color.
Will this fit? I don't know.
So out of season.
She ends
Yeah.
up with like this mismatched like outfit of like random pieces. You've like tied things. She has like a weird belt on. A piece of like leather armor.
Dragonborn
just one
sizing is
level.
definitely different from human.
It's like swimming armor.
All of
I'll give
Lena's
her a
clothes are like too
shirt.
short for her.
Yeah, exactly. She just looks like very much. I mean, it works, right? Like it doesn't look like she has tailored any of these clothes to herself, so it looks like she's very poor and is just like scrabbled around for clothes. You kind of tie her hair up so her hair is kind of hidden away as well, because that's pretty recognizable. And so overall, like, she looks very different than she did. Her face is still visible, so if anybody kind of recognizes her face, that would still be a thing, but her clothes are now kind of covered. She doesn't look like she's wearing any sort of princess outfit.
I think we needed to go.
Okay.
Find somewhere safe outside of the city.
Let's try, yeah, we'll try to get out there and see if there is just kind of one of the lower inns out there that would take us in and not ask questions. I'm sure they exist. Okay.
All right.
You folks all sort of head to the door, take a look out. People are sort of trickling away from the square at this point, carrying away their dead or injured. You also, everybody roll me a perception check.
Oh, nat 20.
17.
Nice.
25.
Great. Lena,
26.
20, not that.
I see
all of you
things.
folks that are over 20 with your super fancy perception, you can hear a strange sound coming from the other side of the square. It sounds like Lena, you look over and you see a strange hippogriff is standing there making noises. And you see two sort of short gnomes jumping around beside the hippogriff. They are
Oh my god, yes.
running around, sort of helping out people, putting people on stretchers. For any of you folks that were in the, I think it was, the werewolf village, you would recognize this as Sneed and Snod and their hippogriff amber lamps.
Lena was not there for that.
Lena's very
Talia.
confused. Talia, and I'm pretty sure that, like Talia and Ivan, I can't remember if Argonis was there.
I was
Victoria
there,
was
yes.
definitely there. You folks all recognize Sneed and Snod and Amber Lamps, who've obviously been sort of tracking you and have kind of shown their faces again with all this chaotic violence that has happened from this tornado. So you see them across the square helping out and like carrying people away or healing people up. They kind of look up to you at the bank and they notice you, but you can kind of get the feeling that they also saw the message about the princess and they just kind of know things about you somehow. They're tracking you from Peekabou, so they kind of look at you, but they don't make a huge movement to go towards you or make any sort of wave at you or anything. They kind of try to ignore you, but you definitely see that they saw you come out of the bank.
Lena just looks away.
The amber
Talia-
lamps, the hippogriff continues to make amber lamps noises.
Sounds like a dying cat over there. I just can't.
Talia leans over to Argonis and is like, "Is it dying? Does it need help? Like, what
I
is
don't
that?"
know. I think we need to go over and see if it's okay.
I don't think we have to do anything. We have
I'm
to
kinda scared of
get
it.
out. We have to leave.
It's making sounds.
It scares me. And it's like 2 a.m.
God.
I don't believe Ivan was with you guys at the time because I don't.
think you were.
I think
'cause
you were because
When they came up to you, you punched out the village guy.
Sounds like
Hmm.
Ivan.
It was
Nah.
when the werewolf village attacked us.
Ivan.
After,
Oh yeah, I punched everybody.
Yeah,
Mikey's
you
like,
do
"Yeah,
punch
sounds like
everybody.
me."
It's true. True. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you were there. I remember that being a clip. Is like when they were flying over the forest, you could hear the wing flaps, and then you're like, I punch him. Pretty sure it's a clip we have. So I think you were there, but I don't think Amber Lamps made noises last time. I think it was just Sneed and Stod you were talking to.
Yeah, that moaning cat noise thing. Yeah.
yeah, that thing. Anyway, so they are kind of over there still helping in the square. They, like I said, they definitely noticed you. You could see that they saw you, but they didn't acknowledge you. So yeah, they haven't like waved you over or anything like that. They're just continuing working on the other side of the square.
Hey!
No.
I start waving my hands at them.
No.
they both look up and they're like awkwardly like, and they're like kind of waving you down, like trying to help people. People start looking at you. They're all pretty much like the people that are in the square right now are still like I said, injured people or family or friends who are trying to help people. So they aren't really paying attention to you. They just think at this point you're odd that you're yelling across the square.
I run over.
Okay. You run across the square towards them. You kind of are just going around through everything. Dash. You come up to them. They're working hard. They're like, Ivan, keep your voice down, Ivan.
So you do remember me.
Yeah, we remember you and your whole party. You gotta get out of here.
I know. I was just gonna borrow this. And I point to the.
The Hippogriff is literally just standing there, like really doughy eyed, just making noises. Sneed and Snot, they both look at Amber Lamps. No, you can't have Amber Lamps. No, he's helping us carry people.
I know, we're people. I try to get
Yes, and this person.
The sound just gets louder as you're trying to like scramble up onto Amber Lamps. It's like trotting out of the way.
Wait. Ivan might be too heavy for Amber Lamps.
What? No.
Probably not. He's pretty big. Like it's a Hippogriff. He's got.
Okay.
He'd be able to carry a couple people at least. So Ivan wouldn't be too big, no. But Amber Lamps isn't being very receptive to the idea. He's kind of trotting out of the way, trying to get away from you, Ivan. Steed and Snot are sort of like, they're trying to help people still, and people are kind of looking at you. They're like, Ivan, you gotta stop. You're drawing attention to yourself.
Oh, but I.
Just tell us what you're wanting to do. What do you need Amber Lamps for?
We need to get out of the city.
They kind of look around at the party that's staring at you from across the square. They kind of look at the other people. Sneed like holds up one hand. Are you still with the princess?
Mm-hmm.
He nods, looks at Snod. Okay, look. We'll lend you Amber Lamps, but he likes certain snacks, so they hand you a little bag. You look in it, and it's like a bag of cookies. They're like,
Futoro's mouth starts watering. Cookies?
No, mine.
The Hippogriff like stops making its noises. It starts, its eyes like train on this bag of cookies. It knows exactly what's in there. It's like staring right at them, very mesmerized by the bag. Sneed and Snod kind of let you know a little bit more, Ivan. Okay, so you gotta feed him a cookie, and then he'll let you ride him, but then you gotta be real nice to him. And you gotta bring him right back, because we are helping people, and we need him to help us carry bodies and the injured that are here in the city still. So you have half an hour, Ivan. Half an hour, 30 minutes.
Time. Yes. Will do.
They go up. They kind of pat Amber Lamps on the head, feed him a cookie, and then they pass the bag to you full of cookies. And go back to start helping people, and they go, no, get out of here.
I wave everyone over. Come on.
I run over to Sneed and Snot real quick and like ask them, does the Hippogriff eat mice?
They look at each other. That's a great question. I feel like he might if he was hungry, so just make sure he has lots of cookies. Yeah.
If he tries to eat me, I might have to kill him.
Good luck with that. Good luck. But hopefully he won't eat you.
Okay, I run over to the Hippogriff and like jump, but I can't jump that high. But I'm too stubborn to ask for help, so I keep jumping to try and get on top of the Hippogriff.
Okay, do you just want to keep jumping? Do you want to just climb up his leg, or what do you want to do?
I'd like to jump.
Lean over
just
and I
jump until someone just picks me up.
I move my hand underneath him and slowly, as he's jumping up and down, just lift him up.
Yeah, so he like doesn't notice. He's just like still jumping until like Vittoria, you just think you're jumping high enough to get on top of the Hippogriff. Yeah, the hippogriff at this point is like just trained on these cookies, like really doesn't care about anything else. Doesn't notice Vittori sitting on him. Ivan, are you getting on?
Yeah. Hazel, come on.
She's
Because
sort
like,
of...
I don't.
Don't say that name.
Wifey.
You see Sneed like face palms. Like, Hazel kind of runs up. She's trying to keep her face like covered and away from the people that are like working, and she scoots over to the side of Amber Lamps. Nice hippogriff. Gives it a pat. Are we riding the hippogriff?
You are, yes.
Okay. She actually like quite well like swings up onto the hippogriff. She knows how to like ride a horse, so she's able to sort of jump up on there, and kind of situates herself on top of the hippogriff. You can probably tell that like Ivan, you'd probably be able to carry like one other person with you. The hippogriff could probably carry 3 sort of regular sized folk. But Ivan, you'd probably only be able to be with one other person, or it could carry 3 people.
1, 2. How many people do we have?
Let's see.
don't-
I think that for regular sized folk, it would probably just be like Lena and Talia. Because like otherwise it's a Dragonborn, a Goliath, and then Vittori. So Vittori's already there.
So, what if Lena, Vittore, and Hazel take the hippogriff, and Sirius, Argonis, and Ivan take like the legs and like walk out of town?
Well, I
Because
got-
we're
Take the
I'm
legs.
totally fine with that.
Legs?
I was like, what?
I do
I'm
have
taking all the legs.
concerns that the hippogriff isn't necessarily stealthy. So I don't know why
Yeah.
we want to take it in general.
because we can fly out of the town.
Yeah, so everyone can see us flying out of town from
Act
someone.
like you're unconscious.
Yeah, no, but yeah, that's the thing. That is just picking people up all the time. So it's fine.
Yeah, so that wouldn't like raise any suspicion, right?
Yeah.
Especially when we're like flying high.
Elena hates this,
Flying
but-
high.
Fine, whatever. Let's just get out of here.
Okay, so
Alright.
Elena, you're gonna jump up onto the hippogriff.
Yeah.
Okay, roll me roll me an athletics check to see how
Oh.
well you get up onto the hippogriff.
That
Um,
one. That one.
I got a 17.
Dang it.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Mhm.
Lena climbs up on there pretty easily. A little bit of a
Well done.
scrabble at the top, but overall gets up there with Hazel and Vittori. And like I said, could probably still fit Talia. Because Talia, I think you're not like super tall or heavy, are you?
Not that I'm aware of. I don't think so.
Are you
Yeah, I
asking
was
if
like-
they weigh too much?
Well, I know like water genastis can weigh a little bit more, but like that
Wow.
a
Is there
human would
anywhere-
be.
It's all water tension.
Yeah, pretty much. Waterlogged.
It just says I'm 5'7"
Okay.
on my thing.
Okay.
So
Okay,
I
I'm
don't know.
gonna give you a regular humanoid sort of weight stat there, and say that
Okay.
the hippogriff could probably carry you as well.
Do I roll?
Quick act then.
And
Do I roll?
yeah, for performance of getting up on the hippogriff. Yes, go ahead.
Performance. Okay. 12 plus 1, so 13.
Okay, you get up there too, not quite as like well as Lena and Hazel did. You don't ride horses a lot. You're more like a whale rider.
My
But-
first time ever seeing a horse.
Yeah, usually you just have to kind of like swim up to something to get like a ride, but this is unusual. But you do manage to kind of scramble up onto the hippogriff. Harry also kind of climbs up the front leg of the hippogriff and settles in between you folks. And at this point, Amber Lamps kind of makes a grunting noise, as in like, no more people. And then he waits for a cookie.
All right, I pull a cookie out. Go to the inn. I don't know what inn. Go to the inn.
Wait, which inn are we meeting at?
Shouldn't
I
we
don't
also
know.
like have a bag?
Hazel kind of thinks for a second. The Rolling Cheese. The Rolling Cheese Inn. I remember that name
Go.
because it sounds really dumb.
Cheese,
So,
yes,
the Rolling
I'm
Cheese
in.
Inn outside of town.
All right, block of cheese in.
All right, we'll see
Oh.
there.
Oh, boy.
Block of cheese.
Oh.
Wait, Ivan, can I borrow a sheet of paper from your notebook before you leave?
I think you folks are going together. I think Ivan and you are going together anyway.
Oh, I thought I was walking.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
I'm
Yeah.
walking too.
Mhm.
So is
Ivan's
Ivan.
too
Oh,
heavy.
never mind.
Here's some paper. This one has a description, and there's no Kinda burnt a little
piece of
bit.
paper.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, well, no.
All right.
Also,
I'll
could
give
we
you a
maybe
coin
have the
for it.
bag of cookies?
Yeah.
I'm holding onto the bag. All right,
Yeah, but you're not coming with the dang hippogriff, and if he tries to
I
eat
know
me,
it. I'm making it
I
come
might
back.
have to defend myself.
You'll be fine. Look, I got the cookie right here. I've been like waving the cookie back and forth the whole time.
Yeah, it's
I'll
like
talk him.
following the cookie.
All right, lock of cheese in, okay, and then come back.
The rolling cheese in, Ivan. The rolling cheese in.
Yes.
I'm not sure the block of cheese in exists. The rolling
Argonis,
cheese in.
please lead the way.
I think we need a
Got it.
lesson in shapes.
The hippogriff snatches the cookie out of Ivan's hand, snaps it up, chews it up, and then bends its knees and takes off with like a huge whoosh from the ground. Everybody on it, roll me a quick strength check, see how well you hang on.
I got 21.
Nice. I think Hazel got a 17.
I got a 10.
Okay. Nope.
Also, you guys, everybody gets a +2.
Ooh, nice. +2. So
Oh,
12.
23.
Well,
So a
19.
12.
Nice. Okay, Talia.
Good talk. I think she fell off.
Talia fell off.
I keep forgetting to bring my headset mic down. I got an 18 with it added to.
Sweet. Okay, all of you do a pretty
Sorry.
good job of hanging on. Vittori, you're mostly okay, but you're kind of just hanging on by your hands, like your little feet are like dangling out as it's flying. But overall, you all hang on. You don't fall off or anything. The hippogriff makes its way into the sky, into the night, and soars off across the town. You can see below you just the wreckage that's been left behind to the north side of town as the hippogriff takes you out towards the south side outside the wall. It flies off, and we will join you folks in a little bit because you'll be there pretty fast. So you fly off and make your way outside the wall. The hippogriff drops you off outside of a very dilapidated looking inn with a creaky sign that says the Rolling Cheese, with a little circular drawing that's very badly drawn of a wheel of cheese. The inn looks to be very quiet at the moment. It doesn't look like a lot of people are hanging around right now. Obviously, a huge thing has just happened in the city, so people are probably at their homes or elsewhere, but you are outside of the inn. Back into the city again, so Ivan, Argonis, and Cirrus would still be in the square. Once again, it's starting to get really quiet. People have been gathered up, or they're home or at the healers or wherever they need to be, and you folks are in the middle of the square. So you need to somehow make your way out of town.
I walk out of town.
Great.
That would be a way.
Which direction are you going
Yeah.
now?
So
The way that the bird flew.
it flew like literally like just the way the crow flies, like diagonally out. You could try to follow down some of the paths that go through either like the sort of wealthy housing lane, or you could go through some of the shop lanes, or you could literally just take the main road and try to get out of town on the main road and then head your way south. So there's sort of a few options.
Oh my god, shopping!
Shopping.
Wait,
God.
is the shop still there?
On the south side of town, yeah, everything is still pretty intact. It's kind of more the north side of town that's been pretty wiped out, but the south side of town is still looking like the streets are still there. Like everything is okay outside the square, pretty much.
All right, guys, give me 5 minutes. I think we should go shopping.
Ivan.
You can't talk. You're not here.
I can talk out of character.
This decision is with Orgonis, Cirrus, and Ivan. You folks are you can take the shopping lane and see if any stores are open.
Ivan, I really need a nap.
Well, we're not going to fight anybody.
You don't know that.
I start pulling him towards the shopping district.
Argonis is like
I gotta talk to
falling
Steve for a second.
asleep.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I'm gonna, before we head off, I'm gonna walk over to Sneed and just I'm gonna jot down like a really quick message and I'll relay that. And then I'm gonna hand him one of the shards that I picked up.
Okay.
And just like look him in the eyes and say, this needs to get to the council. And then
Sneed nods.
so the note that I handed him just simply says, capital attacked, party is safe, but aid needed. Flower possibly involved. And then down at the bottom, I'm gonna write in Draconic because
Is Flower a name?
Daisy.
Sorry.
Wow,
I was
Flower.
gonna say, who the fuck's Flower?
Flowers may be involved. And I'm like, the council's
Trying
like,
to be cryptic.
WTF? okay, so it's like a code name? All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I can't remember, are one of the council members a Dragonborn?
You think so? You've never really like been able to fully ask them, but Kerbosi kind of looks like a Dragonborn, a very feathered Dragonborn, but kind of looks that way.
So down at the bottom, I'm gonna write in Draconic, royal family acting strange.
Okay.
And then hand it to Sneed.
Okay, yeah, Sneed takes it, he tucks it into his, like, he's got, like, this little medical fanny pack type thing on. He tucks it in there and keeps it tight, and he looks at you. We'll get this to the council, thank you.
Thank you.
And then he goes back to work.
I'll follow Ivan.
Okay, Ivan started off down the shopping lane, just, like, getting ready
shops left?
for a shop. Yeah, all the shops here are, like, still here on this road, because it's, like, on the south, but definitely doesn't look like a lot of them are open or anybody's really in at the moment. There is definitely a few shops along here. It's literally the shopping road, but everybody is pretty much, like, either gone home or gone in for the night, because it's very late and the day was kind of crazy. But are you looking for anything in particular, Ivan?
I'm looking for something shady.
Something shady. Like actual shade, or you're looking for something sketchy looking?
Something sketchy.
Okay.
A black market.
This is probably not the street that you would find that on.
Damn it.
This is more like the upscale stores for like clothing. There is like the occasional sort of weapon or armor shop. And these are sort of the more upscale ones. So not necessarily where you would find something like a black market store that you would be able to tell from the outside. Like, I'm sure a lot of these places are probably running something on the side, but it would take probably interacting with them to find out who would be doing that. Otherwise, probably where you'd find that would be out of town. That would be more obvious.
Argonis.
Yes.
I open up my pouch and I show him all the different gems I have.
Ivan! Where did you get those? Wait, I know
I
where you
found
got those.
them. No, they're mine.
We're not gonna talk about this right now.
I just need to sell some.
Right. Let's get at it. Let's get out of the city and we'll see if we can find a dealer.
Well, look, there's a shop right there.
I don't think they're open. Also,
I go over and start banging on the door.
You start banging on one of these doors. Roll me a d20.
Ivan, I also don't think selling something you sold from the city in the city is a good idea.
Out of character, he
3.
better sell it as quickly as possible.
Right?
3. No one is home. No one's here in the store. Like you don't.
Damn it! Where is everyone?
Well, they're probably either hiding or asleep or I don't know, maybe dead.
do your light thing, the flame. That should.
I mean, it's pretty true.
Where?
Like everybody was sort of gathered in the square for the execution, so like a lot of people could just be dead. Like
Yeah.
they were all there,
Wait.
like waiting for that execution to happen. And...
What would my torch do in this situation?
Let me see what's inside this place.
I just shake my head and light up my hand.
Okay. Argonis lights up his portable torch. You
Yep.
look in through the window. This definitely appears to be some sort of clothing store. You see some fine, like, silk clothing and materials, all kind of very properly placed in the store. There's, like, mannequins with fancy outfits on them. Yep.
This is
think
not
this is
the
the right-
store.
Yeah,
No,
this isn't the right store.
This is not the right store.
It's like a wedding dress store. Definitely black.
All right.
All
We
right.
should. I really want something, but no one's here.
Well, we can come back.
Okay.
All right, you make your way down the street. Just as you're sort of about to get to the end of this road, you also remember that this is sort of the way you had entered into the city by. There was like that crack in the wall, or, you know, if you were Argonis, you climbed the wall. You were kind of thrown
over.
up the wall.
Yeah.
But you do remember this is sort of headed towards that area. You'd have to kind of cross street again through some buildings, but you're almost back to where you had entered the city at. And yeah, it's all very dark, very quiet. No one is on the streets at this point. Like, everyone is away. But you do notice a figure ahead of you sort of skirt in between two buildings.
Hey!
Do we do we recognize them?
It's pretty dark, so you can't see quite from here if you recognize them or not. But they didn't register for you.
I'm looking really hard.
You concentrate very hard, but like they're already in between the buildings, so you can't really see them anymore.
Damn it.
I'm gonna.
I'm gonna go follow.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Huh?
follow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you
I follow
both
our grown is
head off
following.
down the
Ha!
street and make your way up to the area where you saw the figure go in, and then both of you roll me a perception check.
13 and
Ho, ho, ho!
15.
18. I can
Nice.
see.
Well,
Nice. So as you come up to this area where you saw the figure disappear into, you see kind of hands reach out from the shadows, and before they can grab you, both of you sort of notice, and you can back away and get out. But as you do that, you notice that it's Corinth and Gilm, both kind of standing in the alleyway here between the buildings. They go, "Shh, guys, get in here."
Lizard man!
Shut
I just give
Ivan. Oh, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're both okay.
glad you're okay.
Corinth nods. Listen, where's Hazel? Did you see the message from the royal family?
She's safe.
Gilm, it looks like pretty distraught. I know that's the real Hazel. There's no way that was an imposter, but we got to get her out of here. I mean,
She's
there's
already
something
gone.
wrong.
Don't worry.
I mean, they were gonna execute me, obviously, so there's something up with the family, and we gotta get Hazel as far away as possible from this place. But anyway, are you both trying to get out of town as well? And how did they get out? Are they still in the city?
we don't need to talk about it, okay? They're out.
Just
Mm,
do you know? Can you show us where the? Oh no, the
I heard it.
rolling cheese in.
um, Gilm kind of laughs. Oh my
Block
god,
sheet.
that shithole. Yeah,
Oh,
the
thank
rolling
God.
cheese.
I remembered it.
God, it's a terrible inn. Yeah, I know where that is. You sent Hazel there?
It was the safest place we could think of.
I
Oh.
got cookies. Mm-hmm.
And Ivan has cookies.
Great. Okay, yeah, we can show you where it is. Okay, but we have to be quiet. I know it seems like no one's out here, but we've seen guards. They're patrolling, probably looking for Hazel and myself. So just keep it down and keep to the shadows as much as possible.
But what about Cirrus?
Is Cirrus here yet? Is Marcus here yet?
Mm-hmm.
I am.
Yes,
I've been muted
Marcus.
because Poxy said to mute whenever we joined the call.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you were here yet. You are more than welcome. You are with this party as one of the tall people that couldn't fit on the Hippogriff. So,
Yep.
yeah, Cirrus, Ivan, Argonis, you're all together in this party with Corinth and
Oh.
Gilmore, you've just caught up to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't
You
know.
could have also flown out of town. Totally up to you. But you wouldn't have fit on the Hippogriff.
I really wanted to ride it.
Cirrus has like actually flown along with the Hippogriff, pretending to ride it, but really just flying along, just for Ivan's sake. Anyway, the three of you, Cirrus, Ivan, Argonis, Corinth, and Gilm, sort of lead you
Wow,
through.
that's 5. I
That's
even
a
know
lot of
that.
people.
The three
They
of
lead
us.
you out between the different alleyways, back across. You make it to kind of the street that's just before the wall. They peek out from the alleyway, take a look left and right. I'm just gonna roll to see if there are any guards on the street at this time. Okay, there's 2 guards that you can see down to the left. They are possibly far enough away that they wouldn't notice you crossing, but you'd have to be at least decently stealthy for them not to look your way.
Oh god.
I'm just going to stay right here. I'm not going to move.
That's fair.
I'm not
Ah.
stealthy.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we should just wait till they go up the other road.
Yeah, I'm not looking
Yeah.
to.
Are they
I
heading
can
towards us or?
cast pass without trace.
Oh, that
I mean,
works.
that would be pretty helpful. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll cast pass without trace.
Okay. So that gives them plus 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, so you have passed without trace, so you could roll stealth and cross the road. And as long as you all get over, I'll probably say 13, they won't see you. If you get under 13, so if you roll like a 3 or less, they're gonna spot you.
All right.
Okay.
Oh,
I got a 3, so
I
can I use wait? Can I use guidance on top of the passive without a trace?
I think so.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think it just adds
Okay,
to it.
so I'm gonna use it on Ivan.
Okay.
So roll an extra.
Cirrus would
4
still have
or
just gotten
D4?
3 though, right?
Yeah.
So no matter
Well,
what,
yeah,
even if you cast
It would
it,
have been 3 plus the 10, right?
yeah, so
Yeah.
like
3 plus.
above 13. Did I say
Above-
13 and above, or did I say above 13? You can catch me on it.
I think you said
Can't
above
remember.
13. But
I think I
yeah,
meant
so
above 13, but I may have said 13 and above. I'm up
that's
for
up to you,
arguing.
'cause either way, we're like I am at 13 now as well. I rolled a 1 on my.
I mean, I would very much
keyboard.
like it if you did 13 and above, but
I mean, yeah, that's normally how it goes. Is it's supposed to be the number and above, but
Yeah.
It's up to
Okay.
you,
Then
yeah.
we will take the 13. Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take the guidance. Okay. I'll roll. Although I didn't really roll for Gilm, and so Gilm also got a 1, but
yay!
with a plus
Oh, no.
10, and she's a super stealthy thief, she'd probably be okay. I don't have her sheet up, but I'm pretty sure she'd have like a plus 3 or plus 4 at least. So I think she'd still be fine. But way to roll a nat 1 for Gilm, Nicole. It's fine. Yeah, no, she'd still be fine. We're good. Okay.
Oh, I have a +1 to stealth, so 14.
Yay. Okay. So yeah, you folks barely stealthy. Like you're basically just running across the street. Like you didn't try that hard. like, but the guards happen to be like looking at something else. There's like a cat that's howling down the road.
Yep, don't mind that.
Maybe it's amber lamps. We don't know. And they're sort of looking off the other way as you folks scramble across the street. One of you trips, like it's just a total nightmare. You're all like, shut up, shut up,
Darn
shut up.
tail.
But you managed to make it across the street to the other side and off between two of the other buildings to the wall where the crack is in the wall. Yeah, you make your way through, and you are on the outside of the wall. Gilm and Corinth do just like a quick check to remember sort of where they're at, and then they lead you off to the left a little bit towards the Rolling Cheese Inn. They kind of make their way across with you, and you see this dilapidated inn come up at the end of this little shabby road, and you can see that the rest of your party has met you here. Amber Lamps is waiting for a cookie, but everyone else is still standing there at the inn. All right, so you made it. You are now all outside the Rolling Cheese Inn. Hazel sees that you're with Gilm and Corinth. She kind of runs over, gives Gilm a hug, nods at Corinth. I'm so glad to see you both are okay. And I promise I'm me. Gilm kind of laughs a little bit. Yeah, I know, kid. I know it's you. We'll get you out of here. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry, Hazel. I saved them just for you.
Hazel chuckles. Thanks, Ivan. Thanks. So this is the Rolling Cheese.
That was block cheese.
We might as well go inside and see if they'll give us a room, I guess.
Wait up, Hazel. Go ahead, Mikey.
Oh, I'm looking for the bird thing.
The amber lamps? Yeah, he's standing there. He's staring right at you, Ivan, like, wait for that cookie.
Yep, I give him a cookie.
You give him a cookie. He chomps on it. He kind of, like, nuzzles your hand a little bit. Like, you've given him a second cookie now. Like, you're good people.
Oh, this is tough now, because I want to keep it.
He's gonna try to get the bag of cookies from you. Roll me a dexterity check.
Dexterity. 17, 19.
Sweet. He's not dexterous, so he rolled a 3. He tries to like snap at the bag a little bit, like, and now you can't really tell if he nuzzled you because he really liked you or because he was trying to get the bag of cookies. Misses the bag of cookies, kind of like goes, kind of like a horse, and kind of looks at you, cocks his head a little bit to the side, sounds like a strange parrot, says beep beep, and takes off.
Beep beep.
Beep beep meow. And away the amber lamps goes into the distance.
Wait, do I still have the cookies?
You still have the cookies.
Win.
Yeah, there's still like a whole bag of like 13 cookies in there that haven't been eaten yet. They're pretty good. Like they're like nice little like chocolate chip cookies. Pretty freshly baked. Like Sneed or Snod like bakes these cookies for amber lamps, so they look pretty good.
I give Ivan the puppy eyes. Like, can I have a cookie?
I put one cookie in my crumb pocket.
I run towards the pocket, but halfway there, I remember that I was about to ask Hazel a question, so I stop that in my tracks and ask Hazel the following question: do you think we need to tell the people from the inn like other names, or can we just use our own names? Like, do we have to pretend to be other people?
Hazel like kind of looks at you. I mean, I feel like they wouldn't know you folks, so, but myself and Gilm could probably use a different name.
So in that case, y'all are both called Vittore as well.
What?
So
No, Vittori's stupid. No.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work.
Hey, that's an idea from a little mouse man.
Right.
I am Spartacus. No, I am Spartacus.
You all are just like
Hazel,
standing outside the
I
inn
just-
complaining about names.
Yeah.
I continue to Ivan's pocket to eat the cookie.
Okay.
He's not allowed to be in the pocket now. I don't like that name. No, Ivan. No. Wait.
No,
I'm
Ivan.
Ivan. No, Ivan.
No, Ivan.
No, Ivan.
No, Midori.
While Ivan argues with himself, I eat the cookie.
Yeah, okay, you eat a cookie. And yeah, you're outside the inn. Are you folks going in?
All right, Hazel. Your
Into the
name
inn.
is Isabel.
Hazel nods. Okay, Isabel it is.
That was my mother's name.
That's weird.
Oh.
I am.
It's really
I know
funny,
that would be
actually.
really weird for a Goliath's mother.
Yeah, Isabel. She's just like this burly like Goliath, like Isabel. I love it. It's so good. I love it. Just like the most frightening warrior, like in the entire army, Isabel. Like, I think that's perfect. Now I need that to happen.
I'm just
Right.
picturing Isabel from Animal Crossing as Ivan.
Oh no! Wait. Oh, that's so good. That'd be so weird. Okay. Anyway, you head up to the inn. It's so sketchy looking. Like it's so run down. The door is kind of like swinging on its hinges. And you kind of peer into this gloomy bottom floor of this inn. You can see there's like a little sort of tavern area and a kind of like a counter where the innkeeper would be. You don't see anybody at the moment, but the door's open, so you can go in.
What a lovely place.
Yeah. Very
I'm going
Charming.
to close the door behind us.
Oh, thank you.
I cast detect magic.
You catch
There's a lack of
cast
cheese in this
detect
place.
magic.
Huh?
You're casting
you have
detect
that?
or dispel. I can't remember what you.
Detect magic is what I
Okay.
got.
Yeah. Okay. Are you casting detect magic?
Yes, I don't know what's in here.
Yeah. No. I was just making sure.
It's
wasn't
sketchy as
just
shit.
like- yeah. You cast detect magic. Nothing interesting. It's just a rundown.
Damn it, that was my last spot.
Just a rundown in. Argonis, you go to like
Detect cheese.
close the door and it's like so badly rusted on its hinges. This thing just like falls off in your hands. You're just like
Ugh.
carrying this
Even
door.
when I try closing a door.
All right, there's no magic here. I think we're good.
You could put the door to the side, Argonis, and like lay it on the floor.
I cast mending on it and put it back on its hinges.
Yeah, you mend it and actually like it looks so much better. Like the little rust comes away. You just put this like shiny looking door back on. It just looks so out of place now because everything else looks so run down.
They should pay you for that.
They should.
Yeah.
As you
Now
folks are all
don't
kinda
stab the
looking
door,
at the
Lena.
Just stab the door.
You all sort of look around. Like I said, there's no one really in here at the moment. As you're kind of standing there, you hear kind of a creak on the staircase that's leading up to kind of the second floor of this sketchy house. And you see feet come down the stairs, and this elderly woman appears on the stairs. She looks down at you all. She's got like a lantern in her right hand. Looks at you all. Oh, inn's closed for the night.
No.
What did you do to my daughter?
Well, it's a good thing we're already inside then.
Yeah, we fixed it. You're welcome.
The door hasn't closed in 10 years.
Now it closes. You're welcome.
Well, started to like it hanging off the hinge that way, but
I
I
punched
guess
the
you
door.
were trying.
Oh,
Well, that's sweet of you. Thanks, young man. Are you wanting a room or rooms?
Yes, we are exhausted.
All right. Well, yeah. Let me see what's available. She like, she checks like nothing. Like looks at her hand. Yeah, all the rooms are currently available, so we have
Wow, I'm
occupancy
surprised.
for you. She slowly makes her way down the rest of the stairs, like super excruciatingly slow. Creeps around to the front counter, just so like haggard and bent over. Reaches through to grab a few like rusted keys for you all. So I've got 4 rooms upstairs. Will that do for you?
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that'll work.
Okay. I don't do breakfast or anything like that. But you get
Fine.
1 drink on the house.
Who wants to drink a house? That's weird.
Yeah, can we drink inside of the house, or just do we have to drink on top of it?
Yeah,
there's a
that's a lot.
lovely rooftop garden where you have to drink.
Really?
I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Kids these days are so gullible. No, that's okay. You can drink
I'm
pretty
older
much
than you.
anywhere. Now, and I know that the name of the inn is the Rolling Cheese, but there will be no cheese rolling in this inn. Do you all understand me?
Is there cheese in
that's
Yes,
all
of
right.
course.
Peekabou?
Where do you keep the cheese?
Hey, do we have cheese?
There's no cheese.
Wow, what a disappointment.
Yeah.
What a
So-
lousy inn.
Don't
You know
listen
what?
to them. This is a great inn.
This is a
I
lovely
love it.
It's
We just-
lovely.
This
This
reminds
will
me
be
of
better
the
with
Great
cheese.
in, but I am very sad that there is no cheese, but it's okay.
No cheese rolling. It's my favorite activity too.
Yes, well, the last time we hosted cheese rolling here, there was incidents, and we're no longer allowed to roll any sort of cheese. So cheese has sort of been banned. So the name is kind of just a joke now. But anyway, so if you smell anything like cheese, it's not really cheese. So just don't ask for
Sorry.
cheese.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so here's your keys. There's no turn down service or anything like that. I don't know where you folks are coming from, but some people think it's really cushy, and it's not gonna happen. I'm an old woman. So no breakfast, no turn down service, but no questions asked. So you know what? I don't care who you are. Just
You can ask all the questions you want. I don't mind.
okay.
We do mind.
I don't
Don't.
mind.
Are you harboring any fugitives?
Nope. We are not.
That's too bad. That leads to really good stories. But anyway, seem like you're just gonna be a boring bunch of kids here. So, yeah, the rooms are upstairs. Don't bother me before 10 a.m. Yep, that's pretty much it. And the rooms, they're pretty decent prices, I would say. So it's silver piece per room per night. And, yep, that's pretty much it.
Well, what if I spend the night with you?
I'm taking my key and going upstairs.
I also am doing the same.
Ivan, behave.
Yeah,
I am
I'm
I'm gonna put a gold piece on the counter. that should cover everybody.
Thanks.
yeah.
Young
I'm
man,
gonna.
you
I'm
couldn't
gonna
handle
grab-
this.
Oh my god.
You're great. I love you.
She's like laughing, dying at the same time. Waves you all up the stairs, collects your coins, and puts them in her pouch. All right, have a good sleep, everybody.
You too.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, that was pretty good, guys, right?
No, that was terrible.
Oh.
Ivan, always
Yes.
the ladies' man.
You folks head
Ivan,
up the
how
creepy
old are
stair
you?
Why do you have to ask a question like that? I have to look up my description. 34.
Dang, you're young. Okay.
That's a
Ivan
young
is
boy.
twice half of his age.
Argonis is 28.
I'm like
Right.
100 something.
Yeah, I'm 276, dog.
I
Yo,
don't even remember how old Victoria is.
Then what we were talking to was a fine young lady to you.
Yeah, I said to her that I'm older than her. I don't think she got
The
that.
innkeeper
go to
winks
bed.
at Cirrus. Yeah, you folks all make your way up the stairs, and everything is just creaky, and everything is just not fantastic, but it's a solid spot. The innkeeper seems like She really just doesn't care as long as you're paying for a room. And yeah, you find that there's 5 doors at the top of the stairs. One, it looks to be like innkeeper's room. You can see it looks more like personalized. Just a few things in there that look to be more permanent. And then the 4 doors are off to both sides of the hall. And yeah, you each can kind of decide where you are. How many people do we have?
More than 4.
So-
I take Hazel into my room.
Gross.
I guess I'll follow Ivan because
I protect. I'm not going to do anything with her.
I also want to protect.
Okay.
Gil,
I think
Gil
Hazel
like
also has
also
her
follows
own
you
room
into
because
that
she
room.
is a princess. Just putting that out there.
I mean,
She might need some space away from Ivan. Ivan.
She's not really a princess anymore, and plus we want to
So
protect her.
royalty.
Hazel kind of looks around at everybody. I really appreciate that you all really want to spend time with me. But let's just all split rooms. We're just going to bed to get up in the morning, really.
You don't know that.
I would
There can be.
I open
Did
a
I not
door.
tell you about what happened with your family?
It
Oh,
honestly might be better if she stays with one of the girls. Well, Lena.
All right.
Really?
Lena seems like such a
Lena?
scary roommate. I don't know.
She's over there just
Look,
brooding the
Hazel,
whole time.
all I'm
I
going to
just-
do is pass out in these terrible bed sheets.
Lena
may
doesn't
say
even
just-
care.
I
Lena's
just
just
wanna-
gone into a room already.
Yeah,
I
I'm like
just want her
face
to
down
feel
on the
comfortable.
bed.
Yeah, Lena's face
I'm just
down
gonna
on the
pick
bed
a random
already.
room and just collapse on a bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine.
Gil-
I go collapse on the bed with Argonis.
Argonis
Ivan.
just flies up into the air,
Not again.
catapults him through the roof.
Yeah, Ivan and Argonis are both on this like rickety bed. It like kind of collapses a little bit underneath them.
The second I lay down, yeah.
Yeah, way too much weight on like one tiny little rickety bed.
Good luck there, bud.
Gil just like shakes her head. Hazel, you can stay
Just
with
gonna
me.
lock the door.
And Hazel and
Oh,
Gil
yeah,
are off in
that's
one
probably a
room.
good idea.
She'll close the door. Lena's like mumbling into her pillow.
I heard that. These walls are very thick and thin.
Everyone is in just various rooms. And you all, yeah, take your long rest that has been greatly needed. I don't think we've had
thank you.
a rest in
Hell
so
yeah.
many sessions.
God, yeah, what? It has been a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I don't even
Can
remember how to
I-
do a long rest.
Yeah, I
There
don't.
it
Yeah.
is.
There
Yeah,
it is.
I'm looking for it. Where is it?
It was
mean,
a
well,
very
it's
long
always at the
day.
top.
It's been so long since I've slept.
All you folks, yeah,
Can
take
I
your long
explore
rests.
the inn instead of resting?
No, you rest. You rest now.
I don't need to rest. I'm healthy.
Victoria's been taking little cat naps apparently in Ivan's pocket when no one's watching. Yeah, if you
Of
don't
course.
need to rest at all, like you don't need to replenish anything, then you don't have to sleep. You're a mouse.
Can I
so
look
that makes
around
sense.
the?
Because I don't trust there's no cheese in here. I'm gonna go looking for it.
Can I go with
Okay.
Vittori to sneak around the inn?
Sure,
or see
yeah.
the-
But were you guys in the same
You're
room?
too big. Vittoria is way sneakier.
Well then,
Talia,
I'm gonna go sneak off
Talia
on my
and
own.
Harry try to follow Vittori. But Vittori, you find like a hole in the wall that you can crawl through. That Talia and Harry can't follow you through. Vittori, yeah, you're looking for cheese specifically.
Yes.
Okay.
I
Go
could
ahead.
maybe smell it.
Yeah, you can either try smelling, you could try communicating to see if there's other mice in the building. Totally up to you.
I'm gonna go with smell first.
Okay. Yeah, roll your perception.
Go. 26. Natural 20 plus 6.
Well, yeah.
Nice.
You definitely smell something that smells like cheese, and you kind of lead your way through these holes in the wall, like you're going through in between each of the pieces, and you find yourself in the innkeeper's sort of
Yes!
quarters.
You smelled her. You smelled it, you dealt it.
Yeah, you find yourself out in the innkeeper's quarters. She is now like in bed. She's sleeping and like snoring really loudly. while she's in this bed. Everything is like, it's still like fairly rickety in here, but this is definitely where she lives, so it's a little bit more well kept. You can smell cheese. Roll me a d20 to see pure luck if there's actual cheese in here or if it's
Oyster.
not cheese.
Cheese.
It's just really dirty.
She had the cheese
I
part.
roll an 11.
Okay, you kind of crawled around trying to locate where you're smelling this cheese. You crawl up the side, you're like right beside the bed on her little bedstand, and you see that there's this locked drawer in her bedstand that you can't open, but that's where you can smell something that smells like cheese.
Can't I open it because it's locked or because you don't want me to open it?
It's locked.
So I could potentially try opening it.
You could try opening it. Like I've said, you've tried and it's locked. So there's like a keyhole. So you can pick the lock. You can try to find the
Yes.
key. You could try to break open the thing, but then you'd probably wake up the innkeeper. Yeah, totally up to you.
So I would like to try picking the lock.
All right. Yeah, roll your
Which
lock
is
picking.
dexterity, I think. Dexterity, I think.
I think
use
you,
that.
and I think you did have proficiency in it or something. I feel like you did. So long ago that we had you
Yeah,
pick
but
a lock.
not necessarily lock picking.
Mhm.
That's not
I
exactly
think
a
it's just
skill.
it's
So
just
I
like
think
sleight of hand. Yeah.
I think
okay.
it is.
I just went with dexterity, but
No, yeah, because you got a +4 for that. So yeah, it's just dexterity anyway. Yeah.
it's still a good like if
Mhm.
when I rolled just plain old dexterity, I went with 23, but now I've got a 17, so I'm fine.
Okay, so wait, which one did you roll? Sorry. That was confusing.
17 for sleight of hand.
Okay. Let me roll and see how tough this lock is. Not super tough. You managed to break the or lockpick into this lock, open up the drawer, and there is like a single slice of cheese on a plate, with a little knife. Obviously, the innkeeper does really enjoy cheese, but no one else has allowed it, and she probably eats a little bit of this cheese every now and then. So you see this like single slice of cheese. It's like big enough to be really big for you, but just kind of like a small slice of cheese for a regular person.
Like a craft singles.
Just like a really nasty looking like Kraft single slice of cheese. That's so gross. No, it's not that. Just sitting on a plate. Just yeah, it's not even real
Little
cheese. It's
plastic.
just like processed cheese product. It's a Cheese Whiz can.
A really tiny cheese
Oh.
can.
No, this looks like decent cheese. Like whatever she spends her money on, it's probably this decent cheese.
Like not quite Velveeta, but
Yeah.
Cheese.
I'd like to just snack on it,
Store
but
brand
not eat
Velveeta.
the entire slice.
Okay, you're gonna like take a good mouthful for you kind of thing.
Yeah, just a few good mouthsful.
All right. Roll me a stealth check to see if you opening this drawer and eating cheese has awoken the innkeeper.
Of course. Which gives me a 21.
Sweet. You very quietly eat your cheese, and she doesn't notice. She's fast asleep. Back over to Talia and Harry, who are also exploring. What are you looking for?
Just any like secret doors or anything fun like that.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
gonna snoop around, find
Okay.
anything.
Yeah, you kind of snoop around through the hallways. I'm not going to make you roll for this. It's a very regular, dilapidated inn. There's no hidden doorways that you can find. There's kind of just like the holes in the walls where the mice can go in. You take a look downstairs. You don't see too much. She doesn't even have like that much money or anything kept anywhere. And everything looks to be pretty regular. She's just a weird old lady running a very sketchy inn.
Okay. But I guess I just go back to the room if there's nothing
Okay.
there.
Yeah, you head back to the rooms. I'll say, yeah, this is probably maybe a few hours later. You folks have been exploring, and Victoria's been eating cheese. You see that like Gilm is awake, and Corinth has also woken up, and they're both like chatting downstairs now. And they're kind of talking in like hushed voices. You think it's just because they're not trying to wake people up, but you're not quite sure what they're talking about.
Can I snoop?
Yeah, you can snoop. You can roll me a stealth check.
Doop-a-doop, snoop-a-doop.
Roll me a stealth check.
Where's my d20? I'll use this one.
Roll for snooping.
Stealth?
Stealth, yeah.
15.
Okay. Yeah, they're not really paying attention or anything like that, but they're just kind of talking downstairs, sitting at one of the rickety tables. And so yeah, you kind of listen into what they're talking about. Gilm has sort of been, it sounds like Gilm's like inquiring as to how Kaeli, like the city of Kaeli, is doing, and Corinth is kind of filling her in on what's going on. So he says, yeah, listen, Gilm, after you left, well, it's definitely a little weird. Don't worry, I think the Robins are doing fine, but obviously missing their leader. But a couple days after you left, someone kind of weird came into town. Town's a little bit different now. Gilm kind of looks at him strangely. What do you mean different? What does that even mean, Corinth? Just tell me what's going on. Just spit it out. Corinth kind of like scratches his head a little bit. Well, she came into town with like a cart full of stuff, and she seemed fine. Just, regular kind of elf lady. She didn't seem too odd to begin with, but she set up like a theater thing, and I don't know, like people started to get pretty obsessed with it. And like I don't know, she started running shows, and people were really enjoying them, and I mean it felt okay for a couple days, but then people just started like kind of leaving their thieves guilds behind and joining this like theater group, and it's just a little weird. It got a little odd. Anyway, like it was a few days. I don't know what it's like now. I was traveling for a few days after that, but we could definitely probably use your help back there and just figuring out if there's something more sinister or magical about what she's up to, or if it's just that people were really deprived of art. I don't know. It's just a little odd. Gilm kind of like chuckles. Corinth, I think you're probably just seeing things in a really pessimistic way. Maybe she's just a traveling bard. We don't have anything to worry about yet, right? I'm sure it'll be fine when we get back to town. We probably didn't lose too many people. I'm sure it's probably blown over. People can't be that excited by theater for that long, right? Corinth kind of chuckles nervously. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. Anyway, I was kind of thinking, you think Hazel's gonna come back with us? It might be the safest option for her. It's like as far as you can get in Ptolemaion from the capital, and I'm sure she'd probably want to spend time with you. It's probably been a while. Gilm kind of nods. Yeah. I'm hoping she will, but I know she's kind of attached to the party that she's been traveling with, so whether or not they'll let her go, we'll see what happens, but I'll offer it. And even if she just comes to stay for a while, it might be kind of nice. So we'll see what happens. They kind of drift off and are just kind of talking about random things after that, kind of making old jokes about things that they've done in the past and that kind of thing, and you don't hear too much more interesting stuff. Yeah, at this point, do you want to let them know you're there, Talia? Or are you kind of done listening?
I'll join them.
Sure, okay.
But I'll come down the stairs. I'll make it look like I did just like
okay.
Like I just came there. Like I haven't been snooping.
You go to like start loudly walking down the stairs like you haven't been listening. Harry trips and rolls down the rest of the stairs, and then playfully runs up to go and hang out with Corinth and Gilm. They laugh a little bit, kind of greet you at the table and pull up a chair for you. You folks all kind of sit together. Talia, roll me a perception check.
I lost my d20. I lost all my d20s. Hold on. Where'd they go? Okay. I found it. Perception.
I suddenly understand why you need more sets of dice.
Exactly.
See?
I got a nat 20, and then I have a +3 in perception.
Cool. Wow, nat 20. Okay. You hear a super weird sound from outside the inn. It's something like you wouldn't think that you'd be hearing outside this strange inn, but like It sounds kind of recognizable, and you kind of listen really hard to it, and it sounds like barking, but not like a dog bark, like more like a seal barking. And you can hear some shuffling outside the inn.
What?
Excuse me?
I'm glad I'm not the only one who doesn't know what's going on. Talia gets up and like picks up Harry and then goes to the door.
Yeah, Harry definitely hears this. He starts getting like, he looks kind of nervous, but also like excited. He doesn't really know what's going on, but he can kind of hear it. You kind of go to the door, peer out. Gilm and Corinth look at you confused because they couldn't hear anything. You kind of open the door and a little bit more sound comes in, and you can hear it. This barking seal is somewhere outside the inn. You can hear some shuffling off to the right. You can't see anything, but you can hear this seal.
I go towards it. I turn to the right and I go towards it.
Okay, you start down the steps of this very odd inn. Everything's creaking, and you start heading off towards the right. You can hear this shuffling and this harp, 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 harp. And you come across a large harbor seal scrambling along the ground. It's sort of going kind of shack to shack. It looks like it'll prop itself up on a little window and look in through the window, and it's making these barking noises every now and then. It would look like a regular harbor seal, just in a really weird place, if it wasn't for the fact that it was dressed in this like very fancy pet outfit. It's wearing like this little hat with this little tuft on top of it. It's got like gold lacing through this little jacket that it's wearing around its flippers, and like it just has like this really odd but very regal looking outfit on. It's going from house to house and it's still barking, and suddenly it turns, sniffs the air, and spots you down the street and starts like shuffling its way towards you super quickly on its flippers and its tummy on its way towards you.
Is it from like the kingdom Talia grew up in?
Sorry?
Is it like the kingdom? Was it from where Talia is from?
Yeah, roll me a quick history check.
Okay. 16.
Okay. You immediately, like after a second, because it's so odd and it's been a really long time since you've seen this happen, immediately you recognize this as one of the messenger seals from your kingdom. So these little messenger seals go around and like deliver messages to various people that are along the coast that are sort of away from home or working on a mission or whatever they need, and they usually like pass messages between the city and the sort of people that are working on the outskirts. And the seal is obviously looking for you. It has smelled you. It's coming running as fast as a seal on land can go. It's like blubber and everything is just like slapping along the ground as it's going. It's so excited.
I run over and hug it.
You run over and hug the seal, and it's like barking excitedly. It plays with Harry a little bit. They roll around on the ground.
It. Oh, my heart.
Harry's super excited. This is like one of his buddies. Like they've hung out before. It's like as if you're kind of a member of the Royal Guard sort of thing. You have like usually a messenger seal that you work with. Like it knows you, you know it. It's sort of bonded to you in that way. So you recognize the seal. Would you like to give it a name?
Yes, please.
Okay. Like I'll say it's always had this name, but you can name it because you've known it for a really long time.
Okay, so hear me out. Harry's name is Harry the Otter, right?
Yes.
I want to name the seal Snape the seal.
You're so
Severus the Seal. Seal. I'm literally so in my feels right now. I don't know what's going on. I'm so happy.
I love it.
Severus Snail.
Severus Snail the seal.
Severus, you haven't seen him in quite a long time. It's been a while since you've had sort of any communication from back home. But you are very excited to see Severus. He's very excited to see you. He's so excited that he forgets that he actually needs to like deliver a message to you. But you can see that there is this little message pack that's tied around his neck, and you manage to sort of snatch it off of his back while he's rolling around on the ground with Harry.
Yeah, I like let them play, but then I grab the message and I try to open it.
Cool. Yeah, you definitely recognize like right away that this must be an important message. You see it has the seal of the royal family from where you're from in the kingdom. You can see it's been sealed by them. It's on the front, very specifically says only for Talia's eyes, and like very ornately done. Obviously a directive from someone up high.
Okay, yeah, then I'll make sure nobody's looking around me, and then I'll open it.
Yeah, you kind of like look back and like Gilm and Corinth are sort of like looking out from the inn, but they haven't really. It
I'll
does
be
have
like-
a seal. Dustin.
I'll like wave them off and be like, "It's fine."
Okay, they sort of shrug. They haven't really known you too long, so they just kind of think you're a little strange. But you're also like a water genasi, so they're like, yeah, I'm sure they do weird things like this all the time. And they head back into the inn. You take a look at this message, you open it up, and you take a read. It's directed to you. It says, to Talia. This is a directive from the royal family. We ask that all warriors, missionaries, or those that are on important tasks to please cancel your plans and make your way back to the kingdom. We need all hands available. There is a threat to our city. Please return as soon as possible. Sincerely, the Royal Guard.
Oh shit. Okay. I'll fold the letter up and I'll put it like in my coat or like in my bag, and I'll just be like, "Harry, what are we gonna do?"
Harry like gives this little like shrug, continues playing with Severus the Sneal.
Did the letter say I like? I'm trying to figure out if it's like a private, like nobody else is allowed to know about it.
You can't be sure. You know it was directed to you. It said for your eyes only, but it does say like they just want everybody who can return to return at this point to help whatever is going back, like happening back in the city where you're from. You just kind of knowing what your kingdom is like, they're fairly secretive, but mostly it's because not a lot of people can get there. You have to have permission from the kingdom to enter it, and you have to usually probably be with a genasi that can get to the kingdom. You know, sort of once you're in the kingdom, it is surrounded by this sort of magical like air dome, so people can live in the kingdom without needing to necessarily like breathe water all the time. But for everyone else, it's still pretty hard to get there because you still have to like swim down into this kingdom to get there. And you would usually probably have to use something like a sailing vessel or something to get across the water towards the city as close as possible if you can't swim through the ocean like yourself. So it's not that they would probably be very secretive about it. They probably don't want to tell people what's going on. Like they haven't written in there what the threat is. They're just asking people to return.
Okay. And judging like, would I know like where we are now compared to like where Talia's from? Would it be like relatively close, or is it like on the other side of the country type
So
thing?
yeah, you would definitely know that from where you are in the capital, it's pretty much as close as you can get on the coast because the capital city's right on the water. You just have to go a little bit south to kind of make it to the kingdom, but no matter what, you'd have to travel on the water, most likely.
Okay. I don't know what to do. Is the party's not going south at all, are they?
I don't think the party's really decided what they're doing yet.
Can I try to convince them to go south?
Yeah, it's totally up to you.
I'll try to do that, and then I guess when we get closer, I'll try to figure out if I can fill them in.
Cool. Okay. You sort of pocket the letter for now, thinking hard about what you want to do or what your options might be if you are going to head home alone, or they did say all hands on deck, so maybe you could get your friends to come. But you head back to the inn, kind of contemplating all these things. The Severus the Sneal gives you a couple barks and does this like really floppy kind of salute to you, and waves to Henry, waves to Harry, and sort of starts flopping off back down the road towards the
I wave
ocean.
Before he leaves, I give him like a head pat and I give him like some food and stuff.
Okay, yeah, you give him a little snack, you give him a head pat. He kisses your cheek with his
Cool.
little like seal whiskers and like snuffles like this wet little kiss on your cheek, and then heads off down the road.
We now need a Severus the Sneal emote and merch that is coming.
Right?
No
Severus the
choice
Sneal.
about it.
Merch shop. Check it soon. Yeah, and you make your way back to the inn. For everyone else, it's starting to get kind of earlier now. It's starting to be morning. The light's starting to come out. You folks are nearing the end of your long rest if you needed a full one. Was there anybody else that wanted to sort of do anything before everybody was awake?
I want to look for water.
What?
Ivan wants to look for water.
You want to look for water, okay?
Water.
Like
It's Ivan.
the
He wants water.
the ocean, or like a cup of water.
He wants to take a bath.
Okay.
Oh.
So specific. Yeah, Ivan kind of wakes up like you wake up with like a start. Ivan, everybody hydrate.
Hydrate.
While we look for a tub of water for Ivan to bathe.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we'll get Ivan going on his water search. Ivan kind of wakes up, gets out of bed, knocks Argonis over.
Ow!
I rode over
Yeah.
Argonis.
Rolls over Argonis. And you decide that you're going to try to look for some water. You kind of take a look through the top floor. You don't really see like a wash basin or anything anywhere on this top floor. Doesn't really seem to be available. You head downstairs. Corinth and Gilm kind of give you a wave. They're just kind of sitting at the table watching the sunrise. You kind of take a look out. There's like an outhouse at the back of the inn, and there is like what looks to be a metal tub in the backyard with like a sort of tap out of the ground that looks very rusted, but it's possible that that could have water.
All right, I go towards that.
All right, are you gonna try to turn it on or like pump
Yes.
it? All right, you try to use this like pump action water pump at the back. You manage to get some water flowing. It's very cold, but it's seems clean enough. Like you don't see, it doesn't look super rusty on the inside or anything like that. So you manage to get yourself a tub of water filled up. It's just cold, but I think that's probably fine for Ivan.
Yeah, it feels great to me.
Yeah.
Ah!
Ivan takes a bath in the backyard of the inn.
I
would like
blood's
to-
all over me. I needed to get washed.
It's so true. Ivan's like scrubbing away, rubber ducky style, out in the backyard.
I actually turn like colors. I'm no longer blue.
Yeah.
I was just blood that's been on me the entire time.
Right.
So you got vulture feathers.
Yeah, there's
blood.
just like the tub of water's just disgusting afterwards. Like it's just so nasty. Okay, Argonis, you've been woken up as Ivan like crawls over you to get out of bed.
There was another bed in this room.
Yeah, there's totally
Oh.
another bed. Wasn't used. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna get out of bed and I'm gonna walk over to Hazel's door, give it a knock.
Yeah, you hear kind of Hazel get up from the inside, open the door. She looks like she's been up for a little bit. She looks like she's kind of been worried about something, but she's dressed and kind of like ready for the day. Hey.
Good morning, princess.
Good morning. What can I do for you?
I hate to bother you, but
It's okay. I wasn't doing anything.
talk for a second before we head out?
Oh, a scroll of chaos.
Oh no!
On who? Argonis?
What?
Chaos time. Let's go.
Okay, let's
As
see.
chaotic as possible. Let's do it.
Lena's still asleep, in bed, like behind Hazel as she's talking to her.
Yeah. So yeah, Lena's
I
just like.
can't wait for Agonis to piss Lena off.
Yeah. Okay.
I know
Okay. All right.
exactly
All
what
right.
to
All right.
do.
Yes. Exactly. Okay.
Do it.
Argonis, it's chaos
I'm so
time.
excited.
Before we talk, give me 1 second. I'm gonna walk over to Lena's bed, wake up, and just flip it as hard as I can.
Argonis walks up and does like a bed flip, just flips the entire bed like up from the ground and over, and like the mattress just like slides off. This like really like old straw mattress like falls on top of Lena.
Lena like yells at like the top of her lungs.
Lena
What
yells
is
out.
going on?
You
I
should
like
have closed the door
punch the
before me.
mattress. What? I'm like punching the mattress, thinking that this is whoever's attacking me. Like, why?
Sorry, I needed to get that out of my system.
Best 3,000 points ever spent.
I'm staring up at Argonis, like, now that I've knocked the mattress off, being like, what is your problem?
So good. Poor Lena. No beauty rest for Lena. Alright. Okay, yeah, Argonis, you mentioned it, Hazel, that you want to kind of chat with her. Are you gonna talk with her here with Grumpy Lena, or do you want...
Maybe we should leave the room.
Fire and daggers.
Hazel nods, like she looks over at Lena, like kind of frightened. Yeah, maybe that's a good idea.
Close
Sorry,
the door
Lena.
behind you this time.
I leave it open.
Oh my god.
Hazel like runs back in to close it for you. Yeah, Hazel follows you kind of down the hallway, Argonis. Where do you want to take her?
Just like off to the side for a second.
Okay, yeah, you should sort of just go off to the side of the hallway.
So I don't know if they let you know, but your family did mention that they think there's an imposter, like disguising themselves as you. I don't believe them. However,
Yeah.
I would.
Go ahead.
I would like to. I wanna put my own mind at rest. So I'm actually gonna cast a. Hang on. Oh, what's the word? What's the name of it? Sorry, no, I'm looking at my spells.
No, it's okay. Argonis awkwardly stands there. I'm gonna cast something.
If, with your permission, could I cast a dispel magic on you, just to make sure you are who you say you are? Like, I trust you, but I don't know if everybody else does.
But then I cast. Oh no, I never mind. Continue.
Okay. Yeah, Ivan did cast like detect magic and didn't see anything like in the inn, that's for sure. So, but yeah, you can definitely. Hazel nods and she's like, "Yeah, of course. Whatever makes you feel comfortable. I mean, I know my word is only as good as our trust, and we should be safe anyway."
I believe we are, but just to be safe, I do trust you.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm just gonna cast a dispel magic around her, because I mean, Ivan did use detect magic, but Argonis wouldn't have known if he sensed anything.
What is the heavy breathing?
Apparently there's a windstorm, not another one.
Tornado just picks up the entire inn, and now you are in Oz. Yeah, you cast Dispel Magic. She kind of like stands there, like waiting to see if something happens, but nothing happens. Yeah, she's still herself. There's no change. You don't sense anything. She sort of like breathes in relief. I know this is gonna sound really silly, but I know that I'm the real Hazel, but what if I just thought I was the real Hazel and I really wasn't the real Hazel? That sounds silly?
No, not at all.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that nothing happened then.
I'm glad too. Let's get downstairs before Lena kills me.
Lena's thinking about it.
You both head downstairs before Lena can come storming out of the bedroom. Cool. Okay, is anybody else still asleep, or is everybody at this point? Oh, it's Sirius. Are you asleep still?
Oh, Lena's not.
Did I wake you up, Sirius?
Yeah, I'm probably awake.
Yeah, Lena like passes along this like chaos and goes and flips Sirius's bed, or attempts to.
Side question: during that long rest, would that have been like the point where like Vittori and Ivan had the dream
Had the dream.
from like the one shot?
Oh, very possible, because this was like the
Would
next
that like tie
rest.
into?
Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah. So yeah, maybe like
It
after
would make
Vittori ate a bunch of cheese, Vittori like fell
Yes.
asleep in the drawer.
I was gonna say Vittori didn't sleep, but yes, after
Yeah.
the cheese eating, I can sleep.
Yeah, Vittori ate the cheese, made his way back, and was sleeping near Ivan, because I think I remember you waking up and like poking Ivan or something.
Yeah.
That's how Ivan woke up to go take a bath. Ivan is in the bath currently contemplating this dream that he had about being his father while he washes off all the blood and stuff. Very confused. Okay. So I think pretty much everybody is up at this point. I think Lena and Sirius, I haven't really asked you if you wanted to do anything. Lena, you were rudely awakened. But is there anything that you would like to do the morning of the inn?
I just woke up to Lena trying to
Yeah,
flip my bed,
like
and
Lena's like
I'm looking at
grunting.
her,
She's
I'm
trying
like-
to flip it.
I'm like, hey, Lena, you are aware that I'm 9 feet tall and weigh like 400 pounds. You
I-
are aware of this, correct?
Now, I like cough and like fold my arms and be like, Argonis came into the room and just flipped over my mattress onto my face, so I am feeling quite aggressive at the moment, if you don't
Oh.
mind. And she's like emotional now, being like, I understand why this Dragonborn is trying to make my life hard. Isn't it hard enough already?
Oh, okay. I'll lay down on the floor and I'll be like, all right, go at it.
I am not going to, like, kick you.
No, I was saying flip the bed all onto
Oh, okay.
me. But I mean, if you want to kick me, that's fine, I guess.
I will not kick you, but I will just flip the mattress the other direction, so not on top of Sirius, but towards the wall, and it just like goes thump against the wall before falling back down.
All
Just
right.
destroying the inn's bedroom for this poor old lady.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
get back
she
up.
won't ask any questions.
I'm gonna get back up and put it back where it was. All right,
We
you
need
ready
to get out of this inn before she wakes up.
It's just so hard to live this life, you know. With all
Yeah,
these
I
people
know.
and the mouse and the
I'm
Goliath.
gonna pick up Lena and just start walking out
Thank
while
you.
giving her a hug
I appreciate it.
and like stroking her hair as she like cries.
We didn't sleep for like 2 weeks, and then he just flips the mattress
I
onto
know,
my
I know.
face.
Sometimes some of our party members just get worked up.
I just don't know.
Lena lets the guard down for like 2 minutes.
You can take a nap. You can take a nap. It's okay.
Yeah, so I'll say everybody's sort of done your various tasks, eaten cheeses, done bathing, and talked to seals and all of that good stuff. You all sort of congregate downstairs in the inn, near sort of this weird bar in the tavern area kind of thing. And you all gather together. Gilm and Corinth kind of look around at everybody, and Gilm kind of clears her throat. So I know that we have to make some really big decisions about where to go or what to do, but I want to propose that Hazel comes back to Kaeli with Corinth and I. I think it's the farthest place from the capital, and I think we could, between us and both of our thieves guilds, I think we could keep her safe for now.
Talia raises her hand slightly. She goes, I might know a better place that's further away and a lot safer.
Oh,
Um,
Tell us
and then
about it.
I okay, so like I sit down, I sit Harry on my lap, so he's like sitting on my lap. And then as I'm telling the story, like imagine Harry's like waving his hands around
Yes.
too, and
I was
then
just gonna say.
he's mimicking, and then he's like chittering, trying to talk too. So just imagine that.
Yeah.
Earlier, I heard something outside, and when I went outside, I got a letter from my kingdom asking me to come home. That something is happening, and I'm needed. Now, whether or not you guys want to come with me or not, it's up to you. But I do need to leave, and ideally, Hazel would be in the most in the safest part because not many people can get down there without a vessel and not many people can get into the kingdom unless unless someone of nobility is with them.
well,
And
if they're
again, you guys
calling,
can come with us if you like, but
if they're
Well, there's no
calling you,
doubt we're going with.
yeah, of course we're going with you.
I
If
can't
they're calling you
necessarily
back, though,
I can't
there's
promise that they'll let you in, but your chances of being let in is almost tripled because I'm there.
okay.
Okay.
But if they're calling you back, I don't know that it's going to be safe at the moment.
Our
It's
kingdom has
still,
many different levels. There are tunnels and parts to it that not many people know about.
Well, how
So
sure are you of the fact that this message actually came from your kingdom?
well, it came. We each have our own. Each warrior, soldier, nobility have their own messenger to assure a safe and secure arrival of each
Highly
message. Make
trained
sure nobody else can
individuals.
get it. And
How
then
sure are you of the fact that this messenger was a real messenger?
no one can replace Sev- Se- Sev-
Severus Neal.
Severus.
I can't say his name. No one can replace Severus the snail.
Talia just says this
Snail.
as
The snail?
seriously as possible. No one can replace Severus Neal, and you guys are like, "Wow, Severus Neal, like that sounds pretty cool. Like he sounds like a pretty cool
There are too
guy."
many
Pretty official.
S's. My lisp's coming out. I'm in trouble with this. But ideally, that is
Well, I
where.
didn't hear any lift.
Thank you.
It's a
Ideally,
difficult
that
sentence
is
to
where
say.
we gotta go. I gotta go. And
well,
like soon, like now, like
But
today.
would this
I
be safe for like? Do you know what's happening, or
It's safe enough. It's safe enough that our nobility is still there.
okay.
And like I said, our kingdom is it is nearly impossible for anyone who can't breathe underwater to enter the kingdom.
I think it might be up to Hazel with who she wants to go with.
Hazel, yeah, is kind of sitting there at one of the tables, looking around at everybody. This is a hard decision, but I think all of you also need to make that choice on your own. I mean, if something is happening in your kingdom, Tally, I think it's important that you go, but I also think I would like to spend some time with Gilm. Perhaps I could go with Gilm first, and then we can reconvene at a later time. And if that seems to be the safest place is in your kingdom, then perhaps we could join you there.
That works with me.
Yeah.
I reach into my pocket and on a piece of paper, I write down a little note and then I sign it, just saying I hand it to her. I'm like, when you do decide to show up or come to the kingdom, hand this to the guards and they'll let you in. And it pretty much just says that I'm sponsoring them or they have my approval.
Thank you. I think if I mean, I hope that whatever is happening right now with my kingdom is cleared up, and I think it might be a good time for someone of our family to meet your kingdom. And something's wrong with our kingdom. I'm sure that yours should know, and we should be working together probably on it. So
I agree.
I think I just need some time to figure out what's happening and clear my head and be as far as way can from my family and get some things cleared up and figure out what I want to do with my life. Yes, now that I'm not a princess.
Now you can be my wife.
No, Ivan.
No,
Ivan, this
Ivan.
is not the moment to get married.
Ivan, there's a thing
Is-
called consent. We gotta have a
She
conversation
consented.
about
She
it.
has my ring on. In fact,
She
can I have my
is
ring back?
very young.
Yeah.
I need your ring. Wait, how young are you?
Hazel's probably 17.
Ooh,
Oh, that's breeding age. That's fine.
No,
Gods.
no.
I need to talk directly to the Twitch chat. No.
It's
delete
not
that.
That's not how that works.
No.
It's not fine.
We do not condone this.
Yeah,
No.
no.
We don't not
Hazel,
condone
like,
this.
17 and
furry
Even
Ivan
Ivan
is
is
an
meant to be
elf
fine.
where
This is
17
the
equals like
players themselves.
857. Like,
Hazel goes like bright red. Ivan, I'm very flattered. Maybe in 5 years.
Well, can I have my ring back then?
Yeah, you can have your ring back.
I'm glad that you had it and it helped you.
Me too,
and you
Ivan.
did.
And
Yeah.
we will meet again, and we will be part of the same party again. I promise. I just need some time, and I'm very grateful for everything that you all have done for me. I would have been dead without you, and I'm glad.
And a
that you
werewolf.
know. And yes, I probably would have been a werewolf. So I probably would have murdered people, and yeah, I'm very grateful
But
that I didn't.
Just to let you know, you looked really beautiful as a werewolf.
Thanks, Ivan. Appreciate
Ivan, don't make it weird.
Lena
That's all
like has her
Ivan
hand
can
on her
do.
dagger, like thinking about like maybe throwing it at Ivan.
Tali's just in there like trying to process
Yeah,
what just
I'm
happened.
seriously
Harry has the
gonna
same
shove
facial
away.
expression.
Sirius is gonna shove away Ivan and pick up Hazel and give her a big hug. I'm gonna miss you a lot.
I'm gonna miss you too,
But-
Sirius.
I am. Hopefully, you get everything sorted out with Gilm. Keep practicing at what I taught you.
I will.
And hope
I'm gonna be able to
maybe
defend
when-
myself and my friends. That's
Yeah, maybe
anything I
when
can do
we
with my
meet
life.
again.
It's that.
When we meet again, you might be even better at druidcraft than me.
Aw.
Oh.
I'll aim for that.
I'm so sad.
Oh.
I can practice too.
What else is gonna go over and also give her a hug? And
Yeah.
I'm gonna druidcraft a little flower.
Aw.
Hey, I cleaned myself. Can I have a hug too?
Yeah,
You stay
Hazel
safe.
gives everybody hugs.
Yeah.
Lena is
hugs
like
everybody
tearing up
tight.
but trying to pass it off as
Yeah.
like sleep deprivation.
Yeah, Hazel
I
hugs
just
Lena.
hate-
Can
I
I
just
also
hate-
go over to Corinth?
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm just gonna kind of like
You
like
guys
that
like
bro like
yeah, you did it
like
really
clasp
awkward.
hands.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you're like, oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
Can you do me
Are
a
they-
favor though? If you make your way like north of
Downtown.
Peekaboo to the mountains, can you just check in on you know the village. I'm sure you know the village.
Yeah,
Just
no.
Make sure our people are safe.
To be honest, Argonis, I wish we'd had a bit more time to talk. So when we meet again,
Aren't
I
you
think
talking
we
now?
gotta look into the fact that we're both silver dragonborns in a village
Yeah.
of non-silver dragonborns. So,
Hmm.
we're probably related. We should probably talk about that.
Next time.
Yeah. So, yeah. He looks
Yeah.
really awkward.
Good talk.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Stay alive. Yep.
You too.
Uh,
just check in on our people.
I will. I will.
It's
and
been years since I've been around other
me too.
Dragonborn.
That might be kind of an awkward reunion, but
Mm.
I'll let you know how that goes.
Thank you. And Giln, you keep that little girl safe. You hear me?
Gil nods. Yeah, you know it. As long as I don't get thrown in jail again, I guess I'll be okay. Hopefully nobody
Well,
else
don't
wants to
get thrown in
execute
jail
me.
then.
Yeah, well, I still find it so weird. I mean, I know that I had the cloak that Hazel gave me, and this all was about a cloak, and I don't even own the cloak anymore. So yeah,
Wait.
you know, it all just seems so, it's just so frustrating. I didn't even have it anymore. I mean,
Who has it?
I don't know. I kept it pretty safe, but yeah, a while ago it disappeared from my chest that I was putting it in.
We know nothing about that.
What? What? Sirius, are you okay?
Seriously,
Yeah,
roll me a
fine.
deception
You get there,
check.
Sirius?
Yep. Yep.
Do you know where the cloak
Yep.
is?
No.
Are you sure?
I
Yeah.
can just see like his eyes is like widening. No.
I'm very emotional
Uh,
about
Gil rolls
Hazel
a
leaving.
very, very poor perception check, so doesn't realize that Sirius is acting so sus right now. It's just like, yeah, it's so weird. I mean, I don't know where that cloak went. There was a traveling
Yeah.
party in town at the time, but you know,
That's so strange.
yeah. Do you? I mean, I think you were there around that time, Sirius. Do you remember anything?
Yeah,
Remember
I
seeing
was.
anything weird. It must
You
have
know,
been-
I
it must have
can't
been
remember
Alphalos.
much
You know
from
that
that
guy
party.
That you guys that were
What-
you managed to beat him. Maybe it was just them. I'm sure it was probably.
You know. Here's the thing. I'm a demon. I'm very old. You know, my memory, is not the best. I don't remember a lot of things. I've just been so many places. And,
Yeah, totally. I'm sorry I asked. I know. That's silly. I shouldn't have asked you. But
yeah,
anyway,
no, you're fine.
just funny that everything is about this, or was about this cloak that I don't have. But
Yeah.
so
But
as long
what-
as no one else gives me any
Buddy,
cloaks, I should
What's
be
so
fine.
fancy about this cloak?
It was like a really neat cloak that Hazel had gotten from the family and given to me, and it made you like extremely stealthy. So super, super good for someone like a thief.
Oh, it's a stealthy cloak. Okay. I'll keep my eye out for one. If I find,
Thanks.
what
Yeah.
color was it? Or is it just so stealthy I can't see the color?
No, it was kind of like this really shimmery looking cloak. It has really nice
Shimmery cloak.
embroidery. I think it was either like dark blue or dark green, but to be honest, I barely saw it. I didn't have it for very long. so-
Dark blue or dark green? Okay.
That's so strange.
So
That's
strange.
so weird. Wow.
You look redder than normal.
I'm sweating. I'm just so sad.
Crying.
Hazel,
I'm
Hazel
Out
so
of character, real quick.
looks so
Sirius, do you actually
suspiciously-
have it?
No, so seriously,
No,
it actually was Kristen's
so
character.
yeah, Kristen's character stole it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah, Bathatil actually has it.
yeah.
They found it when they were like looking through the thieves guild, like the Robin Thieves Guild, and they were looking
Yeah.
for other things. And that's when Demeter actually found a letter to Gilm from Hazel, and
Yeah.
when like she was like a kid, and then Bathatil found a cloak that Hazel had given to Gilm, and like that's why Gilm was in trouble, or like they
If
said
only-
that's why. Was
Yeah,
because
I
Gilm
knew
stole the
this-
cloak.
Sue Lunch was here to
See-
tell us all this.
Right.
Here, see, I knew this the whole time, and I was like, I really hope it doesn't get brought up that one of our party members kind of stole the cloak that's now making Grim. Like, but
Oh,
Uh,
that's unfortunate.
yeah, I knew about it, and I was like, I would just keep my mouth shut until like it gets brought up.
Yeah, so you guys all have
Until
this little awkward parting. Sirius is like even more red than usual. Everyone else just looks kind of confused. Hazel is very suspicious of Sirius at this point, but doesn't say anything. Gilm doesn't even notice. Just thinks like she thinks Sirius is pretty cool because he's like a demon, and so she's like,
I'm a write a note down that says Hey, so I know the person who stole it. Please don't be mad at me. I tried making her not steal it, so please don't be mad at me. And I'ma just hand it to Gil and be like, here you go.
Do you want her to like open it now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
She opens it, reads it through. Why would you hand this to me in a note? And who stole the cloak?
You didn't write down the name.
You see, we don't really, fuck!
You're supposed to write the name at least.
We
You're going to send a note.
we don't really hang out with her anymore. I'm
don't
gonna
hang
be
out with
honest,
her anymore?
I can't even remember her name. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Demon memory, bad memory.
Was it the centaur?
You know.
Centaur always seemed a little.
No.
Well,
It wasn't
Yeah,
the centaur.
I heard it was kind of
Demeter.
like.
No.
Don't you guys have like an elephant
It was
brain or something?
it was an elf. I don't know what the fuck you talking about, Ivan, but it
Oh,
was
like memory. You should remember everything, right? They don't forget a thing.
Well, here's the thing. I'm old as hell, and I've been through a bunch, and I've got bunked around and on my
I
head
think
a lot.
I'm even confusing the character because Betatil's actually Nadia's character. What was Kristen's
Yeah,
character's name?
Betatil. I can't remember Kristen's character's name.
So wait, who
I
has
So-
it? Does
Who
Betatil have it, or does?
No, Kristen's
No,
character
Nadia doesn't
has
have it. Kristen has it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Nadia's character
remember-
Betatil is a dragonborn as well.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember
character,
Kristen's
like-
character's name. Hold on, I've got it. Should I have it?
Kristen's
Halen.
character was an
It
elf.
was Halen. Yeah,
It was
Halen.
so long
Oh,
ago.
an elf,
Halen,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I just remembered.
Anyway,
Her name is
no-
Halen.
Must said it.
Gilm, it looks so confused. But she kind of laughs. I don't think I'm even mad. I think they would have arrested me no matter what, to be honest.
I'm really sorry that I didn't tell you this whole time. I just
You knew
didn't
this
know
the
what
whole
to do.
time?
Yeah, I just didn't know what to do.
I thought we were bros. You were supposed to tell me.
You were there, Ivan.
Ivan was
Wait,
not
no,
there.
you
I don't think
weren't
Ivan
there.
was
You
there.
weren't
Yeah.
there. Never mind.
How hasn't the innkeeper heard all of
Yeah,
that?
right?
We
Just,
were
like,
just
innkeeper.
arguing.
You guys all turn around. She's like been sitting with you the entire time. She's just like
Hey.
eating this like really dry looking piece of bread, and she's just been laughing with you like.
Yeah, I believe it. During that time, we were doing the cold case.
Yeah, we were
you
on two
folks would have
separate
been-
parties.
There was the Thieves City. I'm trying to remember
Yep.
what was at the
Sue-
same time because it went
Sue-
Cold City to KLE. The Temple
Sue
of Knowledge
Lunch
at
was
the same
there,
time.
Yeah.
at the
but
same
Ivan was
time.
not.
What were you folks doing? That is such a good question. I can't.
Weren't
What-
they
what-
investigating
you're
the
talking about second
murder?
one? Yeah, it was a murder because like the
No.
person
Cold
that
City
was
murder.
Because like you were in the Thief City to investigate the murder that happened in
Oh.
the Cold City.
no, the I don't know what that one was because I wasn't in that one much.
Yeah.
But like
Because the
I
Temple
was
of
on the cold.
Knowledge and the Cold City happened at the same time.
Yeah, I was in the
Then
cold
we went
city.
to the Thieves City. This is at this point, just for everybody that's listening that has no idea what we're talking about right now.
We're
We
trying
have
to remember.
lost episodes because we did not have like YouTube set up or anything like that. So we have like episodes from back in the day that like
Back
are
in
just
the
lost,
day.
just lost a year ago to the
Yeah.
depths of the internet. And at that point we had such a huge party of people that were playing that we split parties to do different tasks. And so the first task we're going to the Cold City to solve a murder. The other folks were going to the Temple of Knowledge to get a totem of knowledge.
Yep.
And then after that you split again and some of the party went to Kayeli, the Thieves City.
Mhm.
Isn't this when
Where the hell did these go?
Ivan and them broke people out of jail?
That was the other
Maybe.
half. Because I was with Ivan and
Lena and
Well, Lena.
Vittori.
And
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. It might have been at the same time then. I couldn't remember if that was going
Yeah.
on at the same
Maybe,
time as that.
maybe it was when we
Yeah.
got to miss the berserker.
Yeah, that
In
makes
the
sense
jail.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was probably the jail,
Yeah.
the jailer,
Okay.
and the Thief City
Because
were
that-
happening at the same time.
I know
Yeah.
the jailer was my first episode.
Okay, then that makes sense then. Yeah. Yeah. No,
So
I
much
could
has
Oh
see
yeah,
that.
it was because I threw
Yeah.
you into the furniture
You did.
So
because you're
good.
being too quiet. So I'm like, get in here.
Cool.
I
Okay, we've got that
still
all sorted
have
out.
All right. We're
Stuff
good.
from Agatha, by the way.
Uh-huh.
Like she gave me like teas for some reason.
Yeah, yeah, you
Those
still
are
have like
bag.
fancy tea. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
I
awesome.
still have tea leaves. I
Yeah.
was like, where the hell are these from?
Wasn't that it was essentially a health potion, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was just
right?
You had to
tea.
brew it first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just never did
God,
it.
this is why we need a recap episode of just us talking about everything
we
in
Yeah.
the
do
lost
for the,
episodes. The one
could do
year.
that for the
I really want to
anniversary.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah. For
Yeah.
them.
Okay, so that aside done, we've now figured out
Okay.
where everybody was at the time.
Yes.
But yeah, so you're all sitting there, the innkeeper's just laughing. She has absolutely no idea what you're talking about. She like doesn't even register that you've talked about Gilm either, like doesn't recognize the princess. This lady's like so ancient, been living outside the castle for years in her dilapidated cheese cavern inn. So she's really just like laughing it up. She probably just doesn't get a lot of people coming by.
I'm getting hungry.
I don't do
And-
breakfast.
I wasn't
Satori
talking
would
to
like
you.
to-
I was talking to my party.
Fattori would
The
like
party
to
wasn't
bang his
listening
little
either.
fist on the table. Just bang his little fist on the table and yell at her, "What you're doing now? Give us breakfast."
No, we gotta.
No.
We kind of gotta head out.
It's all right. Thank you so much.
Breakfast for the road.
I loved
No.
everything. The bath was perfect.
The bath.
Yeah, the thing outside, the tub thing.
Oh, all right. Well,
Was that the
glad
trough?
You enjoy? Yeah, probably. It's like an old like pig trough, like just there. Luxury amenities for my guests for sure. Yeah, a whole bathtub. Mm-hmm. She has
Mhm.
no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for staying at the Rolling Cheese.
Yeah, block
Yeah.
cheese. Really good.
I love the cheese.
She looks confused for a little bit, but just thinks that you mean like the inn. So she's like, "Yeah, thanks for staying."
Bye.
Goes to make
It
her way
tasted really
slowly
nice.
back up the stairs. Doesn't hear Vittoria's comment. She'll find the cheese nibbled later in the drawer. Get like really mad. All right, so yeah, you folks are all kind of getting ready to depart. Hazel, Gilm, and Corinth get ready to head off towards Kaeli again. And the rest of you, are you kind of headed with Talia?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
But did you say we had to go in water? I don't like water.
It is quite a lot of water. That
How
we're
much?
gonna
How
have
much
to-
is a lot?
a
Ooh, I
lot?
have an echo.
A couple meters at least.
Well, I mean, is it like a river lot or?
It's an ocean. Kind of
Yeah.
Wait,
kind of like a couple 100 miles into the ocean and then down.
What's an
Couple-
ocean?
Like a
It's
really
a
big
large
bathtub.
body of water.
Yeah.
Think of a puddle, but
So
bigger.
okay, puddle, but bigger.
Huge.
Like
Yeah.
like bigger than a lake.
Yeah.
Yes, way bigger.
Yes.
It takes up a lot
Oh.
of. It takes up a lot of our planet. Actually.
Does anyone have a map?
I kind of know my way there.
Just point at the ocean on the map.
It's there.
Right
Yeah, have any of you actually gone and gotten a map at any point?
I
life?
don't
No,
have
because
a
you don't
map.
you never let us go. I was
just
trying.
wanted
I
to
went to a shopping district
Okay,
and
but
everything
like
was
2
closed.
a.m.
I know.
I have
Um,
adventuring gear.
You have adventuring
What, a
gear.
map?
Yeah.
would a map be in there?
Yeah, you know what? Roll me like a luck check to see if there's been a map in there this whole time that you've never looked
Like,
at.
hey, I found
Like,
that.
did I bring
I
my
actually
map
might have
with
one of
me?
those.
I also have adventuring gear, so
Cool. Okay. Yeah.
I got a 3.
Nope. Okay.
You do not have a
Argonis,
map.
you
I rolled a
had a
17.
map, but something spilled in your bag, and it's now just like the soggy.
I was in the water, so that would
Yeah.
make sense.
Yeah, that's true. Talia, you rolled a 17? Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you dig through your bag and you pull out a map. You have one, but it's like you don't have as much of Ptolemaean. It's more like of the ocean, and then kind of like the coast. So you have yours that identifies like where your kingdom is, and you kind of have like a map of your kingdom. And then you see sort of the coast. So you have like at the top, it's the Burak Cliffs, and then you see Iolar, or the capital city, marked on the map where you folks are, and then sort of south you see a couple little towns, and then out from this big river on the map, straight out is where your kingdom is located, sort of beside an island on the map.
Yeah, I explain all that and I point to it on the map. So that's where we're going.
Elena points at the map and says, "Ocean."
There. So the capital does have a dock. Do you think there would be any like seaworthy vessels left?
I'm
Like
sure we can
Transfield boat.
find something.
Otherwise, we
If
might
not,
just have to use.
I'm sure I have
So,
I have connections out that way.
all right. So just so I understand, there is where we're going. Is it above or below water?
It's very, very, very below the water.
Hmm.
We'll figure it out. You guys don't have to worry about it. Well, you kind of have to. I don't have to worry
I
about it.
have,
But we'll
yeah,
figure
you
it
don't
out.
have to. I can't breathe
So-
water.
I can.
We'll
I can take
yeah,
care of
so
that. I
Talia.
can take care of that.
I
I also
tried.
have the shape water
Yeah,
thing.
Talia, roll me another history check.
Do I have? I do not. I got a 15.
Okay. So Talia, you would know, like, for you, you just swim into the city. Like, there's no problem for you. You know that you've heard that there is another way for sort of like the air breathers to get to the city. It's more like you've never used it. You don't even really particularly know what it is. You just know it's like somewhere over the city there is a way to get down to it, to like the main part of the kingdom for those folks who can't breathe underwater. It's like well guarded and a pretty well kept secret. So you've never been through there, but you know it's an option for people who like can't go through the water.
Okay.
But you'd have to get to it still. It's still like on top of the water somewhere.
Yeah, I mean we can do that, I think. And if need be, we can. Well, I have heard. Rumor has it that there is another way for you air breathers to get into the kingdom. I've never seen. It's kind of a bit of a folklore. But if we find it, I'm sure I can.
I don't like this
persuade the
if.
guards. And if need be, you guys can just have a nice little vacation on the coastline while I potentially go into a war.
Why are you going into a war?
I don't know. You know as much as I do, Ivan.
No, you know more than I do.
I do. Do I?
I'm excited
You
for.
do.
Do I?
I'm excited for Vittoria potentially building a sandcastle.
Victoria's like picturing a nice vacation, just like
We
on the
do have-
sand.
I will run
Underwater
down. I will run down the beach in a bikini.
Oh my god.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Okay, I don't think I want to come with
Oh my
you.
lord.
Talk about merch.
Right?
Right.
Merch.
Yeah, Ivan in a bikini.
Can I change my mind and go with Hazel?
Yeah, I'm going back to Peekaboo.
Right. Yeah, so okay, so your options are if you're headed back to Talia's kingdom, you could either go back through the city. You're not traveling with any fugitives anymore, so you may not be like recognized as easily. And try to either barter your way onto a ship steal a ship, buy a ship, whatever you want to try to do with like trying to get a sailing vessel from the city itself. Or like from Talia's map, you could travel further south along the coast and then try to find a boat somewhere along the coast to take it out. And those are kind of like your paths at the moment.
So Talia has the military rank, and it says, you have a military rank for your career as a soldier. Soldiers loyal to your former military organization will recognize your authority and influence, and they defer to you if they are of a lower rank. You can invoke your rank to exert influence over soldiers and requisition simple equipment or horses for temporary use. So would we be able to get a boat if we go to the coastline?
Commandeer a ship.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would say like
Are they your people?
yeah, that's the thing.
If it's
like,
coastline.
yeah, they're
Yeah,
not
they're the coast-
necessarily your people, but like maybe it would give you. I'd like allow you to have a little bit of an advantage on some like saving throws on that or on
Okay.
checks. Just because
But
like maybe you could pull out like a little
does-
badge or a little like scroll that you have that like details your position or something, and like
All right, well,
depending on where
I
you are,
too
they may
have a
recognize it.
military rank, and I am too a soldier.
I do
Is there
have
any
a
other
scroll
Goliath
of
around?
pedigree.
I mean,
I
I
do have
will
a scroll
say,
of pedigree that I could use if you would
Yeah,
like
okay.
that.
Yeah, something
I
like that would make
also-
sense.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
also have a military rank.
I high five Cirrus.
I
so-
also have a military.
Yeah, Sirius is literally like the Prince of Health and shit.
I too am
Oh,
Sparta.
God. Okay, well, everybody, when we get to locations that are close to your hometowns, I will allow you to
Yeah, this is
use
my
your
time,
advantage.
guys.
I don't think
This is
we
my
want to go
time.
to Sirius's hometown. I'm gonna be honest.
This is Talia's time. She's never in a,
Everybody's
they're
pulling out
never in
their
a
military
campaign.
rank.
The day everybody has to disguise themselves as imps to get to Cirrus's hometown is the best session we will
Yeah.
ever have.
Yeah.
Y'all might not have fun in my hometown, just saying.
Not the best.
We gotta go back.
Well,
and
I'm
meet
already
Cirrus's-
looking forward to
Cirrus's
Vittoria's
father.
hometown.
Everyone
Just
just
with them.
can't.
With a pet shop?
That's
Fuck
where
you,
we-
Ivan.
Oh god, you know how sad that
Get
would
it.
be? Can you imagine like a session of like Vittori's like, we must defend my kingdom, and we all like go to this village, it's just this little pet shop. It'd be so sad. I would never do that to you, Vittoria. I'm sorry.
No,
you
we
are an
wouldn't. That-
honorable
I know.
soldier.
Well, I already know Vittoria's like backstory.
No,
so.
That's
no,
awesome.
I know. Just could you imagine? That'd be so sad. Like, okay. Anyway, I would
What
never.
were we
force
talking
that. I don't know. This is like one of those sessions where we just keep getting sidetracked. I love it.
Absolutely.
Anyway,
Best ones.
what would you like to try?
Well, doesn't Ivan like still have one of those guard helmets
I don't
put on his
know.
ponytail?
I mean,
Yeah, probably. It
Maybe.
might have been ripped off in the tornado. No, wait, you weren't in the
Yeah.
tornado, so yeah, you'd still have it.
Well, I mean, there was a lot of wind sucking.
There was
out
a lot of
there.
Yeah,
wind.
he was.
How
He
tightly
was
was,
trapped in
it
the
stuck
vault.
on your bun?
What were the options again to get to the?
Yeah,
You know?
so it's basically like where you want to try to get a boat. So you can either
Okay.
you like everybody you could see that in the capital city there's like it's a harbor city. There's plenty of vessels that you could, like I said, buy, steal, commandeer, borrow,
Okay.
get a ride on, whatever. So there's tons in the capital, which is where you are. Or you could try making your way like along the coast farther south, where maybe you would be less likely to like be recognized if someone did recognize you in the capital, or if you're just looking for somewhere that's a little bit closer along the coastline to the south instead of going so far across the water. But then you might not have as many options for boats.
I
I'd
say
say
we go along the
we grab
coast.
this boat.
I love it. So one says this one says ghost.
I mean, I feel like we should
Yes.
follow Talia's lead because they
Yeah.
would
Thank you.
be more knowledgeable about this.
It's always picking Talia's side.
I will follow Talia.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'm following
Yeah.
Talia too.
Victoria goes back through the city by himself, commandeers like a huge boat, sails past you on the coast.
Would you allow me to do that?
Would
Somehow
I
becomes
allow
the
you to do a
captain-
solo Vittore adventure through the city to try to get a sailing vessel? Yeah, maybe.
Would you allow me? Yes. And would you
I let you
also allow
try.
me to commandeer a ship and sail it on my own?
It would be
Oh my
so
God.
difficult. You would have to convince people to sail it with you. That would probably be the only way.
Dang it, I was gonna make it like a Vittore solo adventure.
Yeah, I think it would, like, logically speaking, there'd be, like, no way for any one person to run, like, a big sailing vessel like that. Like, and especially for,
Especially
like, a mouse. Like, you could maybe try to get, like, a tiny little sailing boat, like...
All of a sudden, you see an army of mice.
Yeah, right? Hey! Hey!
Can I do that? Can I get mice to help me?
I thought you were training them to play like card games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
Or
I'm,
some
I'm
lady to
training
blame on the
them to
mice,
do
playing
many
poker.
things.
Yeah, he's building a mouse army. Gosh.
Yes.
I don't want to say no,
So-
but, like...
I would say no.
We can let.
I would
if
say
we
it'd be like a
can let-
rowboat.
It would
We
be
can let
so
Tori-
hard.
Captain a ship when we go, if we find one.
You know what? I
I'm sure
got,
that-
Yeah, how about
I got
this?
a
How about this?
solution.
Vittori, you can try, but you folks can convince Vittori out of it.
All right. Well, while he's trying, I'm going to tie a rope to the rowboat and tie it to our ship, so he'll be thinking he's doing it all by himself. Mhm.
If you give a mouse a motorcycle, he'll indeed want a sailing
Right?
ship.
Yeah.
I know! Vittori is gonna ride through the city on his motorcycle to go get a boat. It's great. Good time.
Okay, you know what? I'm just going with Thalia.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
Even
you,
though
Darren, for not making me
Captaining
run
a
an
ship
entire
would be a
solo
great thing for
session
Vittori to do.
of
We'll
Vittori
give you
trying to
a
collect
rowboat.
a mouse sailing crew.
It's going to be the musical session as well.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, sing
Oh
all the time.
Um,
Oh
no.
my God.
We'll just sing sea
Sailing,
shanty.
sailing,
Yes,
soon.
yes, I am totally down with that.
I'm still waiting
Soon
for
may
it.
the wellerman come to bring us sugar
Oh,
and tea and rum.
Yeah, we're just slowly falling into
Take our
chaos
games
now.
and go. But I don't know. Okay. All right. So, are we going along the south coast?
Yes.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
All
If that's
right.
okay with everyone
Sirius,
else.
where are you going?
Okay with me.
I'm just going wherever the hell y'all are going.
Oh, well, that doesn't help.
Cyrus doesn't want to sail his own ship.
Yeah, you sure,
I'm-
serious? You don't want to get your own boat?
Do I mean, I don't really know how to sail.
Just
I
crash
just learned
his
about
boat
this thing called an ocean.
immediately.
I mean, I kind of come from hell, so I don't know how to sail.
Do they have water down there?
They have
No,
lava.
they
You
just
know
have
what water
Mostly
is?
magma and
Steam.
poisonous
yes,
rivers.
I
and
know.
things.
I know what water is, but we
Water
don't
isn't
have it
like-
in hell.
Lava.
Water
It's
is
just-
like lava but colder and
Yeah.
Yeah.
colder.
Yeah.
It doesn't burn
Not
your
as-
flesh.
No.
You don't
hot.
die when you go into it usually.
Well,
Well, I mean, I
Well,
don't
you
die in,
can. You can
could,
I
but
don't
not-
die in
underwater.
lava, but
I'll teach you. Can
normally.
I teach everyone when we get to the coast? Can I teach everyone how to swim?
Yeah, can you run swimming
Lena
lessons?
has drowned in like a puddle before.
I will totally let you
Well,
like do
Lena's
swimming
been through a
lessons
lot.
like on
Yeah.
your journey self. Okay. All right, you folks all get
So we're
bundled up.
going along the coast,
And you're gonna head along
and
the
there's no
coast.
shops that direction, correct?
There are villages along the coast. Yeah.
Okay.
There might not
He
be
wants a
as
shop.
like
I like
you know,
shops.
as rich in variety as like the capital city is that you're at, but there's definitely like a couple trading posts along the south coast and then a couple
is
like,
there
small
any
fishing villages.
bread shops like a bakery? may have?
Probably. Yeah,
I
there's probably a
want
couple
some
bakeries.
bread.
Bread.
I need weapons.
Don't worry about it. It's bread.
Yeah, we gotta
I'll
get
use bread as a
Yeah, just
weapon.
use like a French loaf.
Yeah.
Like a baguette.
Oh!
What? This session is slowly devolving. All right.
I know. I'm like,
We
wait,
are
wait,
gonna
wait.
we're pretty much gonna wrap it here anyway, but so all of you folks gather up all your things, you get sort of revamped, everybody's had a nice long rest. You all say your goodbyes to Hazel, Gilm, and Corinth. Hazel gives everybody one more hug, gives Harry the otter a pat on the head and a little hug, and Arceus the rat a little kiss on the nose. And you all saw.
Victoria just salutes her in a military way.
Yeah, exactly. She salutes you back, and you all sob as Gilm, Corinth, and Hazel disappear off down the road away from the city, and then you folks begin making your way south along the coast. And yeah, that's where we will end our session for today. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Hazel.
I will always
so
love you as
excited.
playing as Hazel walks away.
Yeah. Oh boy. All right, everybody, that was fun. That was a good time.
So excited.
Yeah, I think we have a good start to a couple more sessions. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to getting into Talia's kingdom. So this also forces Poxy to have to join us. So
Okay.
Yes.
Call me out.
Ulterior
why don't you?
motives.
Well, yeah, I mean,
All right. I'm gonna look like an asshole if I don't call.
yeah.
Like,
We're like, hey, we're at your city.
We're
Where
literally
are you?
in the middle of the
can't
kingdom.
swim.
Talia's disappeared. But yeah, off we go towards the south to make our way to the underwater world of the Water Genasi. Looking forward to learning a bit more about that and seeing how that looks. Otherwise, everybody, as a heads up, we are nearing our 1-year anniversary of Ken's Tavern on Twitch, which is very exciting.
Yeah.
What?
Oh my god, someone fell from the sky.
Not again.
Oh my god.
Not again.
They must have been really high up from that tornado.
Yeah.
Finally hit the ground.
That was a bit delayed.
Super amounts of hype for that. We're really excited. So we've got a couple things in the works. We think I think we're all not even sure of when the 1 year is. We just know it's soon. It's
Soonish.
possibly 6
Sometime.
days away. Maybe.
It's
Um,
February either 12th or 20th. Something.
Yeah,
It's
that's
February.
so-
very.
Basically, we're just calling February the 1 year anniversary. So every day we're here, just say happy anniversary and we're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
February
happy-
11th.
Happy Keniversary, everybody.
Happy anniversary.
That was when the account was
4
created.
days.
February
Amazing.
11th.
So pretty
Jeez.
excited. We're gonna if we can get a few more funds up in here, we'll definitely do a giveaway of some kind, maybe from some new merch from the store that is getting completed
Almost
very,
done.
very soon. Foxy's been working on our new site to connect up both of our kind of merch sites that we've got running now. And then what else we got going on? Yeah, I really, really do want to do like a video recap of the lost episodes. And just, it's going to be really bad because none of us remember the order of any of the events.
Yeah.
I do have the very first Ken's Tavern VOD saved from our very
Oh my
first
God.
campaign.
I think we
Oh
should
my
It
watch
is still
it.
saved on my
Should we
on my.
do a
channel.
rerun? I think we should do a rerun.
I will
Can we
save it and then I'll
recreate?
upload it.
We should recreate the first episode.
Oh my god.
Yeah, just redo all
A
the
lot of
episodes.
just
Let's do it.
Awkwardness.
do it.
Against like
time
Bob the
travel
Bandit
episode.
and like
Bob
so
the
funny.
Bandit.
That'd be so good.
Bob!
Yeah.
What is he doing?
Yeah, re-meet Lily the Badger.
Oh,
Me almost
Lily.
killing
Oh.
Lily the Bad.
Yeah,
And
this
again.
time Ivan murders Lily the Badger.
I win this time.
Gets
The
thrown out of the
effort-
party.
Sirius and Talia went to.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, that would actually be so funny. But I would love to do a re-listen of the first episode. That'd be pretty great. So maybe we should at least put it up on our YouTube so that we can all watch it. Do a
Yes.
watch night
Yes.
together and have it and stream it on the Discord and watch it through. That'd be so fun. And then I really, really do want to do a one shot of everybody trying to run Ken's Tavern in like a party or something, and everybody has to have different roles in the tavern. I think that'd be great.
Yes.
Yes.
So stay tuned for that. I'm hoping maybe to do it next weekend, and we'll just collect up whoever can join. I don't care who joins. It's not going to be super canon. It's just going to be a fun time. So it'll either be maybe next weekend or the week after, and that's probably the next time we'll see you folks, and then we'll bring Peekaboo back when Talia can rejoin, as we are headed towards Talia's domain. And yeah, if any of our other DMs want to run a campaign between now and then, you are more than welcome.
I'm
Kirby
looking to have
is
the next
so
night. I'm looking to have the next Nightingale episode within a week or two.
Yay! Yeah, so that's good. So we'll see.
Man.
Yay!
Damn, that was supposed.
Type.
Spam, 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 spam.
I don't have that emote. I have to unlock it. Here you go. Spam, spam. Sam. Who's Sam?
Sam.
Sam, I am.
Now
Sam.
Now we have to find a Sam for some reason. Cool. Okay, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your day. We will see you soon. If you're not already part of the Discord, please make sure you join so you can learn about those things when they are upcoming on the schedule. And if you want to join in on a session, let us know. Make your character, drop it in there, and tell us what campaign you want to be a part of, and we'll try to get you in as a guest. Okay, bye, everybody.
Bye.